And we're just going to support this young lady. We're going to support this sister. There's been a lot of things that's been taking place. Sorry, Farrah, it's an interview. Handsome, how you doing, boo-boo?
Oh, you want me to get down?
Well, it's going to be an interview with Queen Vic, and Bad Girls Club is just going to basically do like a little intro for her just to get her started. Then we're going to round it off with Queen Vic and finish up.
Okay,
Yeah,
my
while you
bad.
coming in
Let
to
me get down.
finish something, you went on greedy to come.
I didn't mean to get up there.
That's okay.
I'm
It's an
sorry,
accident,
hi
everybody.
Empress. I didn't mean to get up
That's a
there.
hey, beautiful. I love y'all. I know that the boxes
Wow.
are open. I know y'all. The boxes are open. Jump your booties down when you get back up. I'm gonna lock them. All right, stop,
Y'all,
Farrah. I
I
love
want
you,
to just say
Farrah.
to the comments real quick, Queen is really private. She's not like, even like the last time she really didn't want to speak on their relationship, and she literally has like anxiety over this. So let's just be open-minded and listen to what she has to say. Thank you, Mari. And just understand that everybody has been through something. Everybody.
We all have been through something. I've been through something. Everyone have. And you know what's funny, Bad Girls? I was actually calling you because I want to get your interview started when you're
Yes,
ready.
ma'am. Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
I was actually. That's why I was texting you today about you.
Okay. I'm cool
Hmm.
with that.
Okay. All right, everyone. This is gonna be very intense. Share the live, girl. She was just reading
I
you
know
and tell her
Mushy, but
a
that's
live.
what I'm saying. Let
I know.
her,
We're
I
gonna
know
talk
they try
about.
to want her.
Yeah, ask her about the car if he brought it or not. All right. So everybody, y'all gonna help me with the questions because remember, I don't know what happened. I didn't get a chance to talk to Queen Vic beforehand. She just wanted
Hmm.
Bad Girls Club to reach out to me so we
She's
can
gonna
come in.
say everything,
Yeah,
everything that
she's
you
gonna
want to know.
tell
She's gonna say
everything.
it.
And not only that, y'all, she's private. She didn't want to do this. She didn't want to do this surviving me. She did not want to do it, but she has no other choice because it's like as soon as they broke up, it's like all this trust and stuff is being
Right.
broken. So she's gonna come. We're gonna
And it
discuss it, y'all.
literally just happened, y'all. This happened within the last hour. We were just on the phone. We
Yeah.
didn't even know that he went live. This just happened. So this is something that she's still going through right now. Like she just found out like 20 minutes ago.
Well, we're gonna see Miss Purr. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out what it is. Okay. I love you too, sis
Hold on,
ATL.
let me
It's a
text her
lot.
again.
I
Hold
know
on.
it just keeps growing, ATL, and I love you so much, sis, and I feel you. But it just, but we need it. We need this over here. So I appreciate it. Why would she take him back after what he did to her first time? We're gonna talk about that too. We're gonna talk about that too. Rita is young and hasn't matured at all. We're gonna talk about all that, y'all. Shut alive and come on in. Queen Vic will be over here. Well, we're gonna find out. We're gonna get down to it, Pharaoh. I'm the type of girl that I will seek out a storyline if it's a storyline. I get deep and down. I start from the beginning and we get to the end. So if it's a storyline, I will know and we will
Yeah, I
too.
promise you
Okay.
it's not, y'all. You know, ain't in none of those. I promise
Okay,
you
well,
it's not.
let's find out, y'all. So over here, let's try to support her. She's having a lot of anxiety because a lot of times when women go back to people that victimize them, we feel embarrassed, okay? And sometimes we just can't help it because when you're in love with someone, even though you know things have taken place, we still tend to go back. I've been a woman that went back. My kid's father put his hands and feet on me, and I did go back more than once until I was able to shake it off. Okay, she don't seem to be real when he was locked up. She switched her story to okay. So guess what, team? We're here today to get down to the justice. Okay. Hey, Jackie Cresty Hills. Who is this? This is Queen Vic, the young lady that was dating Greedy, the last one. All right, because women, we are not all that strong. We try to portray sometimes to be the strong woman, and we get weak. We do get weak as young women sometimes. Even women that in their old age get weak. It's women right now in their 40s still getting used and abused and dragged down by men. She on Greedy Live right now. Okay, so get her off Greedy Live Bad Girls Club and get her over there. Tell her to stop arguing with him and get over here. Mm. Is she talking
I'm
with him
about to
or
call her right
arguing
now.
with
Let
him?
me come right back.
He dropped her? Tell her to get over
I don't know
here.
if she's arguing with him.
You know why that
Okay.
is, ladies? That's hurt. That's hurt. You know
Hmm.
why? Because
It
she's
just
in the watch
happened.
stage.
Literally, like y'all, it
She's
just happened.
upset. Let me tell you why she's arguing with him. She's hurt. Okay? That's when women are in the why stage. Why? Why? That's what's wrong. So we
She's
gotta
here.
support
She here.
her.
Bring her up.
Okay. We gotta support her. She's in the why stage and we gotta support her. So everyone just focus. All right.
Wow.
Ooh, you are a beautiful girl.
Thank you.
Welcome. What a way
Thank
to
you.
cam up. Wow.
Thank you, Imp.
Oh my goodness, girl, Jesus! What y'all think about this look? Oh my.
Yeah, she's serving, honey.
Okay. Oh, she hit the screen glowing. Yes, Lord. Oh my.
Yes, her
Jesus
screen
is
ain't blurry
Lord.
today, y'all. It's clear.
Well, we gonna have her. She gonna
Right.
apologize for cursing y'all out, but you gotta understand she's under a lot of stress and she's confused. Number one, she's new to this app. Number two, she's new to him. She don't, and so she is different. When somebody's not new, when somebody's not familiar with this internet world and storylines and pulling back and forth, it takes them aback. So she can't even control her emotions right now because she's hurt. She's broken. And so y'all gonna
Yeah,
get it. When she can't cuss him out, she gonna cuss y'all out. And that's just how they
yeah,
go. Okay?
Hmm.
Now, so you are beautiful. I know you're hurting because
Thank you.
I've been getting the stories.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna get down to it. You smiling now, but you don't know how this gonna end up because I want it all.
Right.
All right, and the people that's watching, we want it all, and I'm gonna give it to them. This is not a storyline, y'all. You don't come to me for storylines. For everyone that thinks it's a storyline, this is not a
Vic,
storyline
swipe
panel.
the comments, please.
Because
Vic, can
even
you
when
Girl,
you
please
I
swipe
ain't
the
stuck them
comments?
comments. Them folks gonna talk regardless. I've been
they're
hearing
gonna
it
talk
all.
regardless,
And I did
even if,
go over there and try to talk to him because my thing is this. I'm confused.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I
I went
too,
over there
understand.
and
y'all.
talked to him. And that's somebody I was dealing with. If I want to go over there and talk to him, that's what I'm gonna do.
And how
It
many
just
And
women
we
does
happened,
this?
just
y'all. Be
And how
understanding.
many women? She gonna apologize for cursing y'all out. Can you please apologize to them for cursing them out?
I apologize for cursing y'all out, but if I'm rocking with somebody, I'm gonna rock with them hard. That's how I rock with Greedy. Like whether what we went through, I would still go hard for him. Like now, I mean, I'm not finna bash him still. He can bash me and say whatever he want, but that shows who's the bigger person. I'm not finna bash that man. I'm gonna speak the truth, but I'm not gonna bash him. Y'all can say what
Right.
Okay,
y'all want. I ain't got a scam for nothing. Scam for what? What money I
That
got that y'all gave
just
me?
just swipe.
period.
Swipe the
Girl,
comments.
you are a beautiful child. Oh my
Thank you.
God, you are glowing, Jesus. Oh, I am just taken aback, girl. Because I didn't even see you like this on
Yes.
prom school.
I know. She was blurry.
You said
I'm
blurry.
gonna kill you. All right, so let's get down into it.
Okay,
All right.
so like a week ago, me and Vic are cool. Like that's like my sister. I love her. She is not like me. I'm talkative and she's more like, she'll talk, but when she's forced to, not like seriously. So like a week ago, she called me and this is the day that he got out. And she was like, hey, he keeps calling me. He asking like he feel uncomfortable with Blanco. He said he don't want to be there. Like he feels really uncomfortable or whatever. And I don't think she really listened to Blanco's like side before this happened. She started listening afterwards, but not even from her own ear, just from other people. And so she was just saying, how she was confused and she don't know what she want to do. And as a friend, I just told her like it's ultimately your decision. If you miss him, go get him. Like I'm team you. I'm not team greedy. So obviously told her like the backlash that she would get. She understood, but it was 3 times as worse than what I said. So when she went to go pick him up, it was like maybe 20 minutes after I talked to her, she went to go pick him up and she sounded happy. She was good. And
Okay.
obviously there was little stuff happening, but like
All
she
right.
wasn't,
So hold on back, girls, because this is not how I do interviews. We need to get
hmm
into it. So I need to
okay.
break all this down. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So number one, this is the interview for Queen Vic. All right. Queen Vic is someone from my charm school. She was introduced to Bigo by Greedy. So
hmm
she's brand new to this application, everyone. So when she came on Bigo, she didn't know what the hell she was getting into. Also, when she met Greedy, this is her first time meeting him. She didn't know what the hell she was getting into. All right. Now, when
hmm
she got on Bigo, she became a host, and then she was introduced to me by all of her fans to my charm school. This is the relationship her and I have. On Charm School, she met an array of women, and one of these women, including box number 2, some of them became close, some of them didn't. So that's how box number 2 is coming about. All right. So basically, we're about to have an interview with Queen Vic, this lovely young lady that met Greedy, had an incident with Greedy. He went to jail. She didn't even think in her heart. Oh, she knew him before Bigo? Okay, so we're
She
gonna get
did.
down
She met him
into
through
it.
a friend. Yeah.
Okay, so that's why I said he brought her to Bigo. So she had to
Right,
know him
right.
before
You're
Bigo.
right. You're right. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They just trying to
Yeah.
say like she knew him a long
Hold on.
time. Like,
Bad girls, I'm gonna have to drop you. That's not how I
okay.
do interviews, princess. Yeah, I'm gonna have to drop you because I gotta get in the deets. I gotta get deep.
Okay.
I have to go. Now, all right, so we're gonna start from there. All right, now, number one, when did you meet Greedy?
I met Greedy like a couple months ago, like maybe about 6, 7 months ago.
Okay.
But I met him in my apartments. I didn't meet him on Bigo. I didn't know nothing about Bigo.
All right. So you met him in the apartments where you live at. Was he walking around? Was he with some friends?
He was with my friend, and she was like, "Come hang with us. He finna buy us breakfast." So then I went and hung with them, and that's how I met Greedy. And then Greedy kind of stopped talking to my friend and kind of started like trying to hang with me and stuff. And he was telling me about the app. And he was just
Okay.
like, "Oh yeah, we should link."
All right. So this friend of yours, did she have kids? Did she have an apartment? Does she have a boyfriend? Who is this friend?
Yeah, she got a boyfriend that stay next door to her, and she got a kid that's the same age as my daughter. So our kids used to play together. That's how I met her.
Okay. So he wasn't dating your friend. They were just friends.
Right.
Okay. So now he meets you through her
Mhm.
and instantly started clicking with you.
Right.
So what are some of the things he said to you the day y'all met?
He really was telling me about the app. He was like, "Yeah, I made like 24K on this app." Then he was just telling me, "Oh yeah," showing me like how to go live and all that stuff. He was just telling me all of that, and that really. And oh yeah, we was talking about music. We started kind of rap battling together. Like we just kept rapping together. We was having a good little time. So I was like, okay, he cool. So then he was like, what's your IG? I gave him my IG, and then he DM'd me on IG. And then he was like, hit me up. We exchanged numbers, and then we just would talk all the time.
So how long did you guys talk all the time before y'all really call yourselves going together?
About a couple months. Like we really was just playing it cool. Like really, this really was the first time we just said we was together. Like this time. Cause like even before, like before he got locked up, like we was just chilling. We weren't really like together.
She said she knew him long before the app. They met a few months ago, and they've been talking on the phone and texting each other for months. That's what she said. So now, how many months would you say? How many months would you say? Let's be clear.
Like
how many
6
months?
or 7.
Okay,
Like
6 or 7 months.
Yeah.
All right. So now, within those months, did you guys ever have any type of sexual relationship?
No, not till recently, not till now, like since he been over there.
Okay,
but
so they were straight friends. All right, so
yeah, we was friends. I always made that be known when I got on here. I was like, we was friends.
okay, all right, so let's move up until I met you on Bigo. So that the day he brought you on Bigo, it's just so happened how our spirits connected. The day I met you, I was in Brock's Live, which is my Bigo godson, and he brought you to Brock's Live and he introduced you to us. We were in a solo. Now, that day he brought you to Bigo, you hadn't had a page yet. You had to go open up your page or bring your page in. That's how I knew you were to Bigo. Now, were you guys in a relationship at that point?
No, we was just friends. Like
all right.
Yeah, we
because
was cool.
He did call you his girl that day in that live.
Yeah, he did. He did. I heard him do that, but we really was not like in a relationship. We hadn't even like really done nothing. Like we was just chilling. Like he was showing me really the ropes of the app.
So if you hear someone calling you their girl, this my girl, and you didn't check that, what were you thinking when he was calling you his girl?
I mean, when he first was doing it, I was like, he only did it. I only heard him say it like one time, like, this my girl. But he told me, like, when he brought me on the app, he was like, look, the only way I could bring you on the app is I got to make you my girlfriend. That's what he told me. So I already knew what was going on when he brought me to the app, because he had already told me like what the app entailed. He pretty much told me like, if I bring you on the app, you gotta be my girlfriend. That's how you come on the app. That's how he told me.
So when he said you gotta be his girlfriend, was he saying we gotta do a storyline, or we gotta be going together for real?
He was saying like that's how he bringing me on the app as his girlfriend.
So what did you get out of that? Do you feel as though it was is he just saying something to cover up, or y'all gonna start dating?
I just felt like he was just saying it to bring me on the app.
Gotcha. So a storyline. Okay.
Yeah.
So there you go, y'all. So initially a storyline. So now we want to get into when this storyline changed. Okay. So at this point, you guys haven't had any sexual energy, correct?
Right.
Right. So when did he move into your house, or explain to us what happened with the grocery?
So what happened was he was like kind of staying with me. Like I knew like he ain't had nowhere to go. So I pretty much told him like, hey, we can help each other out type thing. Like you help me, you know, where I'm falling at, and you got, you know what I'm saying? You could be here.
Okay.
So we was doing,
slow down for
doing
a
it like that.
Okay. So slow down for a second. So at some point he told you that he didn't have anywhere to go, correct?
Yeah.
So within these 6 or 7 months, when did he tell you he didn't have anywhere to go? And what month would you say he moved in?
When was this? So this is October. Went to jail in August. He only stayed with me, what, 5 days? It only lasted 5 days.
All right.
Just like this time, 5 days.
Okay. So let's get into it, you guys. So you knew him almost 7 months, and you guys talked and text for 7 whole months. Then finally, he said he didn't have anywhere to go, and can I stay? And you said, let's help each other out. So did he tell you that he had a job, or did he have some money that he can help you out with?
Yeah, he told me he make money on Pico.
Okay. All right. And when you told him you're going to help me out, what did that mean?
Like, make sure do the groceries. You know, he had been told me off rip, because I didn't even ask him to help me get a car. He was like, I'm gonna help you get a car, because I had crashed my car. So he told me he was gonna help me with that. Like, just help with little stuff, like, you know, like put in on the rent, like when rent due, like help me with the lights, you know, just help.
Okay. All right. So in that 5-day period, when he moved in, did you ask for a deposit for anything, or did he just move right on in?
He just moved right on in.
Okay. All right. So he's there for 5 days. How many kids do you have, Princess?
1.
Okay. Now, all right. So he moves in. You got one beautiful daughter or son?
A daughter.
Okay, gorgeous. All right. So now you've known him for 7 months, off and on. Y'all been kicking it as friends. Thank you, guys. Now he moves in, right? And he's gonna help you with rent. I mean, a little light, a little water, a little grocery. And who wrecked the car?
I wrecked the car.
Okay. Now you wrecked your car, so you're carless. He was supposed to help you with that. Now, within those 5 days, what did he actually help you with? And within those 5 days,
He kept gas in the car. He was keeping groceries. He was making sure we had food to eat. He just like anything I needed around the house, he was making sure I had it. Like he was looking out.
okay, he was looking out. All right. Now, was there any sexual interaction during those 5 days?
No.
Okay. Now, what happened to where he had to go to jail?
Well, I don't know. It really was starting to get weird, because like the night before we had went live, and I just felt uncomfortable, because like he was talking about I'm trying to set him up, and I'm like, so what? How am I trying to set you up? I'm not understanding it. Like that don't even make sense. Set you up in which way? I'm not understanding. He was like, oh, she's trying to set me up. He live doing this. So then like at the time I was sick, I had been in the bed all day, so I got up. And I was like, I saw he was on live, and my daughter was here too. So I was like, what's going on? Like, what you mean set you up? Like, my whole daughter here. Why would I set you up with my child here? That don't even make sense. So he was just like, oh, no, you tripping. You trying to set me up. So, but we ended up going live. Then we went live. And then, like, the commenters and stuff was like, y'all need to just talk. So we sat down in front of the live. We had a conversation in front of live, everything ended up smoothing out. Like, we was good. But I don't know, my spirit was still just kind of messed up. Like, I don't know, it just didn't
Okay,
feel right.
start
I
with
was
him.
like,
Why
man,
was your spirit messed up? Why was your spirit messed up? So what happened? Was he cheating on somebody? Was he texting somebody? Were you falling in love with him? What had you so messed up?
it's just like, sometimes when, like, I can't explain it. It's like a spiritual thing to me. It's like sometimes when you around somebody and y'all spirits just ain't in sync. It just wasn't in sync. It was just something off about it to where I just felt like, dang, I can't, like, I don't want to be around him. I don't know what it is. I just don't want to be around him. My
All
spirit
right,
was
so
just
let us ask this
corrupted.
question. This is for the comments. Did you see him do any type of drugs while he was in your presence?
Yeah.
What kind of drugs did you see him do?
Weed, coke, meth. That's about it.
Okay. Now, with this man doing this in your presence, what did you think about your beautiful daughter?
He never did it like around her. He never
But he
did it
had it
around her.
but he had it in the house.
Yeah.
Do you do any drugs? Do you do any drugs?
I mean, I dabbled in it with him. I ain't gonna lie. I did not the meth though. I ain't messing with that, but I did dabble in
Okay.
some of the stuff with him.
Okay. All righty. So just always think about your beautiful daughter, babe, when you're doing stuff like that. Just keep that part of your life always sacred, okay? And we're
Right.
gonna get past that. Okay. All right. So you're saying that your spirit was off.
Mhm.
Some people say you were playing church music at the time. That's what the comments are saying. You were playing church music or something like that. So
Yeah, I
what
was.
started? Okay. So do you feel as though he was high when the fight broke out? So go ahead and explain that to me, and I'll be quiet.
Yeah, I feel like he be high when he switch up. When he's sober, he cool as a fan. But like when he be on that stuff, he just be, messed up. And it's like me personally, like y'all can think what y'all want, but I'm not an addict. Like I would try, like, cause I'm that type of
Okay, y'all. Y'all see me
I
look at
wanted to see
videos.
it like
Y'all
he
look.
felt. I ain't want to be a boring person. So I mean, I ain't gonna say that I didn't try it. I did try it with him. But I mean, like since he been over here, did he do any coke? No, he did, but he did smoke weed. He did not do
Okay.
any coke since he been over my house recently. No, I'm talking about the past.
Right. The past. All right, y'all. So give her, but at least she's being honest, you guys. Listen, a lot of us ain't perfect. A lot of us done been in some tough ass relationships. I definitely have. I've had a man to beat me down, and I kept going back until I woke up. Hopefully, this is her defining moment, but don't judge her. As a woman, let's not judge each other. Let's just listen, hear her out. Even if her story is changing, let's pray for the truth tonight. All right, and that's all we can hope for. Try not to, y'all. Let's try not to, because as women, we be going through it. We be doing some
That's
things.
why I'm trying to be honest, because I never proclaimed to be perfect. So if y'all thought that I was going to get up here and be perfect, I'm not perfect. I'm not going to sit up here and be like, oh, no, I didn't try none of the stuff with him because did I did. I'm not going to lie. Now, y'all can say, oh, we're going to call CPS, baby, too late. My daughter does not stay with me. So good luck on that one. But
Mhm.
I'm just going to keep it 100. That's all I can do.
Right.
I'm not perfect. I'm just like half of these people out here that make mistakes. I never said I was perfect, and I never said I make the best decisions. Never said that.
And we do know Greedy as being a force to be reckoned with, too, you guys. We've all met him. We've known him on the app now for a year. He is a force. He's a very, very, very strong, controlling force to be reckoned with. Okay? All right. So her daughter does live with her mom, guys. So everyone knows her daughter lives with her mother. All right.
And I'm not a
So
cokehead. Like I'm not at all. I would never purchase coke. I've never purchased it in my life. Never. He had it.
but
That's why I tried it. But have I ever purchased coke? No. Do I like the way it made me feel? No, I don't. And probably would never do it again. It ain't my type of thing. I don't even smoke weed.
Well, beautiful. Just let me say this because I want you to be very mindful with your words. For you to do drugs because you didn't want to be lame, that's not a good excuse, my love. Okay, just not to be lame. That's not a good excuse.
Yeah, it
Okay.
wasn't even that. I just kind of like if y'all see how Greedy is, Greedy be, ugh, he up, he lit, he this and that. And I'm just sitting here like, so I'm like, okay, you know, whatever. I mean, y'all can judge because y'all know y'all perfect. You feel me?
Peer
That's
pressure,
y'all.
yeah.
I'm not.
I agree with you,
So,
Michelle. Peer pressure is something else. We don't all went through it. Okay, a lot of y'all got peer pressured into a lot of things growing up. Okay, and at least she's here to tell her story. So y'all just allow her to do that. Okay, so do this for me. The night of the fight. Why was it a fight, and what happened?
it wasn't really a fight. It really was just a misunderstanding. But once we, like I told you, after we had did the little sit down on Beagle, I felt my spirit was off. It just was off. And when I woke up that next morning, he had ordered me some groceries. And honestly, I thought once he ordered the groceries or whatever, I thought that would make it better. But it did not make it better. I did not feel better. So somebody wrote me on Instagram and they was like, man, you been on my mind. Like, you just been on my mind. I seen last night how he did you on live. And they was just like, I don't feel like you safe. They was like, I just
So
don't feel
what
like you
happened
safe.
on live? What happened on live?
Basically on live, what happened was he was just like, we was on live and the comments was coming real fast. They was like, run, girl, get away from him. He's crazy. He's this, he's that. They was just saying all this stuff. And I was just like looking like this. And then he walked over here and was like, what you gonna let these folks talk about me? You're not gonna take up for me. You're not gonna take up for me. And I'm like, well, I don't know. I'm new to Bigo. At this point, I don't know. So I'm just looking and I'm like, okay, I don't know. And he was like, you not taking up for me. You just letting these folks talk. He got mad about that. And that's basically where it stemmed from because I didn't take up for him.
Poor baby. Did he hit you?
Nah, he never hit me.
So why was the police called? What happened?
A fan called the police because they felt I was in danger. So they called the police. They knew me in person though, like she know me, but she was watching the live. She been watching Greedy for a long time, and she had kind of been telling me stuff like, "Girl, you don't need to be messing with him or whatever." And I'm like, "No, we cool, we good. Don't worry about it." So she was like, "I'm finna call the police." She told me that. She wrote me on Instagram was like, "I'm finna call the police. I'm not playing. You need to get him out your
So
house.
your
I don't want you to
friend
get him out
called the
the place."
police, not your mother. Your friend, not your mother.
Yeah, my friend.
So why would everyone think your mother called? Your mother don't
Cause
even
at
live with
first
you.
that's what I said, cause I didn't want to throw her on the bus, but then later I did a live. She came up in the live and she let everybody know her name. Pure Essence on here. She came up in my live and she let everybody know, hey, I called the police. We just acted like it was my mother, but
So you
she
didn't
came
want to
up
throw
here
her
and let
under
it
the
be
bus.
known.
Okay. There y'all go. So there you go. You have it. She said initially her mom called the police because she didn't want to throw her under the bus because the girl knew Greedy as well. Okay. There you go. All right. So the police comes and what happens?
The police come. They just had told him like to leave. You know, they was just like leave. You know, and they was like, can we see your ID? So then he gave the ID. Then I thought he was gone or whatever. I thought he had left. But I was looking outside and I just thought he was gone. But then people start telling me he got arrested on IG. And I'm like, what did he get arrested for? And I knew his ID was fake. So I was thinking, yeah, maybe the ID, you know, maybe that's what it is, the ID. But I guess it was other stuff.
So you didn't even wait to see what happened. When the police was talking to him, you just went back in the house.
Yeah, because I thought he was gone. He had already walked off. The police was bringing the groceries back to me. They was just bringing the groceries back. And then I went in the house and locked the door.
So they didn't even give you the courtesy of saying that he was arrested or gone.
I ain't never tell me that. I found out from on here.
That is something. Okay, so now he's gone, right? Because I remember you came on charm school and he was gone now. So what's
Mm-hmm.
going on through your mind?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of felt bad because, like, I don't want to see nobody go to jail. You know, I never wanted him to go to jail. But until people started attacking me, that's when I was just like, well, shoot, I don't care that he in jail because they started attacking me about him and saying I put him in jail. I did not put him in jail. The police came to escort him out. Now, the fact that he gave them a fake ID and he had warrants that had nothing to do with me. I don't understand how they have to do with me, because he showed a fake ID and he had warrants that has nothing to do with me.
All right. So what is this about the school calling your mom about your daughter? Did this happen before he went to jail or
Oh,
recently?
that happened for real. That happened for real. My mama had called me and she was like,
When did it happen?
the day he got locked up.
Okay. So that means your daughter was in the house then, correct?
Yeah,
Okay. So let's back it up a little bit. Was your daughter living with you when he first came to your house?
yeah.
So how did your daughter leave your house to go to your mom's?
Because when I got on this app, after he all that went down, people was threatening my family. They was calling my parents' church, calling my mama phone, threatening my life. So my mama was like, well, you know what? She was like, I just think it's best she come stay with us. And she was like, take this time, focus on yourself, whatever you gotta do. We're gonna let her stay with us. Plus, I have other stuff going on in life. Like I had just got divorced, so she felt like it was better so I could get myself together. Because for one, like people can talk all they want about me or say whatever, but I got married when I was 20 years old. I ain't really never been a single female. I never had to live on my own. I always had my husband to depend on. Like, and now that I have to be out here in this world by myself, it's hard. I gotta find my way. I ain't saying I'm perfect. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna mess up. Like, I'm learning. Like, I never really had a chance to be a single woman by myself.
All right. Is your daughter afraid of him? What was her interaction with him? Is she afraid of him?
At first, they was cool. Like, they'll go to the park, they'll go to the lake, they'll chill. But then one day, when he was acting all paranoid, that kind of, made her like, what's wrong with Greedy? And from there, she just didn't want to be around.
So is it safe to say that the daughter went to school and reported him to her teacher?
Yeah, she said she didn't want to go home because Greedy was acting weird.
Oh my God. What did your daughter say to you?
She was just like, what's wrong with Greedy? She just asked me what was wrong with him, and I was like, he okay. I was like, don't worry about it. She's like, he acting weird. She know how he normally act. He ain't always been like that with her. That was just like one instinct. But with kid, they real impressionable. Like, it
Very,
take
very,
one thing for a kid.
very. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a few questions that I didn't ask. How old is Greedy? How old are you? And how old is your beautiful daughter?
I'm 20. No, he's 20. I'm 30, and my daughter is 7.
Okay. All right. Okay, so when your daughter told your teacher about all of this, who contacted you first? Your mother or the cops?
My mother.
And I know your relationship with your mom because we've spoken about this. And now your mother is in your personal life. Somebody that's never been in your life really, because your mom rejected you. Now it's
I mean,
someone that
she in my life. It's just like she be there. Like my mama, she not like a not their mother. It's just we don't. What's the word I'm looking for? We don't get along. Like she a pastor, like if you got pastor parents, it's kind of hard to get along with them because they always like, well, just pray, just do this, just read the Bible. When I really just want some real advice, like just like if I ask my mama something, it's more like just pray, read the Bible. Like I don't want to hear that. I want you to like tell me your opinion, give me some real advice.
and for that you guys are basically your relationship is basically yeah, it's not there. All right, so your
Yeah.
pastor mother has now received information from your daughter's school that your daughter's afraid to go home. When your mom calls you, what is happening? What's going on? What does she say and what's going on through your head?
She just was like, what's going on? Who you got at your house? She was like, I'm not used to hearing you say nobody at your house. What you got going on? She was just asking me questions like about who it was. So I was just letting her know, like, who it was or whatever. And I was like, she was just like, well, I don't say my name. Why you don't want to come home? And I was just like, I don't know. Like, I gotta talk to her. And that was just it. I don't know how y'all say this a storyline because we've been in my
It's
house.
not. It's not a storyline, but You know, this is the blessing behind that. You know, your daughter spoke up because somebody was acting weird. It's a lot of
Right.
young girls that don't get the opportunity to speak up because there's a new man in the house that's acting weird. A lot of them are hurt, they're touched, they're raped, they're molested. Your daughter actually opened up her mouth and spoke up. And it's a lot of women in this room that's been raped or molested. And your daughter was very, very, very uncomfortable. And at that point, as mothers, we have to make our daughters comfortable. Do you feel the right thing to do was to tell him to leave?
Yeah, but when I told him to leave, that's why the police had, I like my friend said the police because like she heard it, like she heard like him yelling and it just get like Greedy the type of person like I'm surprised this time like it went the way it did because like I just texted and like we was talking on the phone and I just was telling him like I just think it's a good idea that you leave, like my peace disrupted. Like I do fuck with Greedy though. I'm not gonna say that. Like and I do care for him. But the thing about it is, when my peace disrupted, I can't deal with it. And it's like my peace was just disrupted. And when you tell him to leave, sometimes he don't know how to take it. Like, I think that he takes it automatic as rejection. And it's not like I'm rejecting you. It's just, I just want you to
Do you feel
leave.
because he is irresponsible and don't have anywhere to go? Because remember, if you're telling him to leave, where is he going to sleep that night? Do you think that's what it is?
Well, he can say that. He can voice that. You know what I'm saying? We can figure it out. But my thing is, like, when I tell you to leave, like, you see automatically with the Bigo. Like, we can't never have any private situations. And it's like, I'm busy telling you how I feel and that I want you to leave. You go straight to Bigo. And I was like, I'll be home in a minute. We going to talk so we can figure this out. Whatever we need to figure out. You ain't got to go straight to Bigo. But then I'm getting calls on my phone. He bashing you. And I'm saying, like, bashing me? We
All
just
right.
had a regular conversation. You asked me if I wanted you to leave, and I said yes.
Well, let's just lay out the facts. You're a beautiful 30-year-old woman. He's 20. How old is he again?
20.
He's 20. And then you have a 7-year-old. Do you feel that he's mentally ready for a solid relationship to where he can be confidential and responsible?
And that's why I told him I wanted him to leave because I started picking up on that. And it's like, see, first off, let's start here. When I first met him, he did not tell me he was 20. So then I found out he was 20 when he got locked up. That's when I found out he was 20. And at that point, the relationship had already, been built, like to where we cool and everything. So I kind of let that slide or whatever. But I ain't never talked to nobody that young. But I feel like with him being so young, like, I don't know, like after we had got so close, I was like, I just want to help him. Like I want to help him and stuff. But I can't help him.
Yeah. And there's a
I
lot of
can't.
women that have that motherly instinct to where they just want to help. And what happens is you have that charismatic man that woo you. He's telling you that I'm homeless and I'm helpless and I don't have anywhere to go. So what they do is they voice that stuff to you and all you hear is, man, I feel so bad for him. But you don't know the toxicity that comes with that.
They said I
You don't
gave him money. I don't got no money to give him. What money I gave him?
you don't know the poison that comes with that. All right, so let's fast forward a little bit. So he's gone. How long was he arrested for? How long was he gone to jail?
Like a month.
Within that month, what were you thinking? Did you communicate with him? Did he call you? Did he write you? Did he call you? How was the communication?
Nothing. No communication. No nothing.
Okay.
I didn't hear nothing about him. I mean, I would only hear what I see on Bigo. That's about it. But other than that, I mean, I didn't hear nothing. He didn't call me. Didn't reach out. Nothing.
All right. So this is my question. So we're gonna get into Blanco, y'all. Don't worry. That's coming. That's part 2. Now, so think about this. You didn't hear from him for a month. Once he gets out, Now, you were clear that there was no sexual activity with him at all prior to this, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So were you caring for him? Was there still feelings there?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, 'cause some days I'd be like, dang, I wonder how Greedy doing. Then I knew, like, he was on the drugs and stuff. I wonder, like, is he going through withdrawal? I'm like, is he good? Like, is he okay? And I ain't know.
Now,
I
while
wondered.
he's in, okay, so while he's in jail, you did find out that he dates women that used to be men or transgender women. Did you find that out?
Well, from what he told me, it'd be storylines. He told me that ain't real and he don't like men.
Okay. Did you believe him?
Yeah, kinda, 'cause the way he'll put it, he was like, he get paid to do them storylines and stuff.
Okay, so what about bisexual men? Did he tell you that they say that he dates bisexual men as well?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so when he first mentioned to you that there's storylines about transgender men, how did that make you feel?
Weird. I definitely I stayed questioning him about it. I was like, Greedy is
Transgender
like,
women, I'm sorry.
is that real? Like, what's up with you in the trans? And he'd be like, nah, man, He like, I can't do that. That I get paid to do that.
So what made him bring it up?
I asked him, 'cause I
Okay.
seen it
Oh, you seen it where?
on YouTube.
Okay. What was the first video you saw on YouTube?
Him kissing Shay. And I
Did
asked
it
him
look
about it.
did it look like a storyline?
So that's why I kept questioning. He was like, "Nah, I got paid to do that." He was like, "That's a storyline."
So he tells you it's a storyline, and your feelings is he's telling the truth or he's lying.
The way he put it, he made it very convincing that he was telling the truth.
So what was did you have another indication that he might be lying? Did you see another video?
Nah, that was the only one I really had seen at the time because he was just like, "Don't be believing that stuff." He's like, "I told you this what I do. You gotta understand what I do on the app and this and that." Because it's like when he bringing the app to me and telling me about all the app stuff, he's like, "Sometimes you do storylines and that's what it is." He was like, "It ain't even like that." He was like, he was like, "You could tell I didn't even want to be kissing on her. Did it look like I wanted to do that?"
Did you see it? What made you, out of all places, go to YouTube and look him up?
Cause one day I finally had downloaded the app and I was like, man, I just want to see what it's about. So I had typed in his name and I went and I looked at him and he was live and I was just looking. I was like, I didn't know who that person was because he was just so animated and all this stuff. So I'm like, I don't even know who this is. And then he saw that I was watching, so he texted my phone. He said, "You better not be watching my lives." I was like, "Yeah, I'm watching your lives." And I was like, "What is going on?" I was like, "I'm confused because that's not how he is in person. Like,
Okay.
he's
All right.
not
So
like this."
talk about the animation. Let's break animation down. What did you see? So how is he acting when he's at the house with you? Is he cool? Is he calm? Is he tough? Is he macho? How's he acting with you at the house?
He real chill. He may turn up like if he rapping, like, if he's smoking him, he might rap to some beats or whatever.
Okay, so
But
he
he
just acting
chill.
like the average Joe, the average dude that be turned
Right.
up
We'll
rapping.
watch TV. He is like we be chilling.
All right. Now, how was he acting on that video you saw on YouTube?
I mean, he was chill, but he kissed her. I'm talking about on his live. This is the first time I had seen him on live.
Okay, how was he acting
And
on the
that's what
live?
made me go look for that YouTube video because I'm
How
like,
was
I
he
wanted to know who
acting?
Greedy Boy was.
Okay, how was he acting on the live?
He was just like, "Yeah, this is what Greedy Boy." He's just moving and greedy and greedy. And I'm like, who is that? Like, he was different. He was definitely different.
Okay, so he was still acting like a dude, just animated.
Yeah.
Did you
He's
see
acting like
any?
himself. He was just animated, like he was
Okay,
just different.
okay, we can take that fair. Now, again, I'm still lost because if you're watching him on Bigo, how did you know to connect Bigo to YouTube?
I remember him mentioning it. He was like, sometimes they screen record me and put it on YouTube. So then
Gotcha.
I just typed in his name on YouTube so I could try to fill in the stuff. And then that's when he told me like we was gonna talk. He was like, we gonna talk. And he was like, I want you to, pull up on me and we gonna talk. Cause I had a lot of questions.
Mm. Okay, so you asked him a lot of questions, and he just basically said storyline, storyline, storyline.
Hmm.
At any point, did you were dating a guy that date guys?
From the way he played it, like he was just like, this what I do, these storylines, this how I make my bread. But other than that, like he was like, I just didn't know. Like I always been confused. I'm still confused about it. Cause I mean the way he portrays it is like he only like women, but then it's like I don't know. Like I mean, from what I've seen, I feel like he like both, I guess.
All right. I have another question. This is for the comments. We want to know about the laptop that you found under the kitchen sink.
Yeah, I did find my laptop on the sink, and I know I ain't put it there. But one day I just was like cleaning under the thing, and I was like, "It's my laptop." And by this time it had been gone about a whole month. So I asked him about it, and he was like, "No, he didn't. He didn't hide it." But I don't know. I kind of felt like him and his friend kind of was working together. I don't know what they was trying to do because the same friend that told him that I slept with him. His friend said I slept with him, and I had never met his friend before a day in my life. I've never seen this man before.
Okay, so let me harp on this. So the laptop was missing for about a month. So it's safe to say that when you met him 7 months prior, he was coming over hanging out.
Yeah.
Okay, so at some point he came over to your house, and again, still no sexual activity, correct?
Yeah, because most of the time we was around other people, like his friend,
Hmm.
my friend, like we was
And
all
he
just
didn't stay
linking
the
together.
night. He didn't stay over or anything.
He
Okay.
never really want to. I think I know one time he was staying. He had to been still staying with Blanco because he used to always have me drop him off there. Like I would pick him up there and drop him off there.
Okay, so so he's been in and out your house. Your laptop comes up missing. You feel as though when you do find it, what are you thinking about?
I'm just thinking like, how did it get there? I probably could have kept my job. Like a lot was going through my head because I was like,
So you
I could
you
have kept my
lost your
job if
job
I had my
because your
laptop.
laptop was gone?
Yeah, because I work from home.
Oh my God. Oh Jesus. And he
I
never
did
said
say I found it. You must have missed the live.
she said she found it under the sink, correct?
Yeah.
And then he said he didn't know it was there. So do you think he was gonna put it there to come back for it later?
No, maybe he was just trying to start to mess up him and his friend because I mean, really, that's when I felt like stuff went left with me and Greedy. That day his friend came over. Cause it was like his friend started telling him I slept with him when I never met him. The laptop came up missing. It was just like everything.
Who is this friend? How can a friend that you never met say you slept with him?
Little Stingy. That was his name. And he said I slept with him, and I'm like, so I told Greedy, I was like, can you call him and we ask him? Cause I'm like, I never met him before. So Greedy
Do
called
you
him. He was like,
do
why
you
would you say
think
that to her? Huh?
do you think he set it up to where this young man should bring up that and say that? Greedy and
I
stingy.
truly feel like
That's an
it was set
interesting
up,
concept.
especially once I
He's
found the
greedy and
laptop. I
he's
was
stingy.
like,
That is interesting. He's greedy and he's stingy. Greedy and stingy. That's a damn duo.
that is, that is.
Do you think that was a storyline? You think he probably told Stingy to say that?
Honestly, I don't know. All I know is when he called him, and I said something to him about it. I was like, hey, I said, you said you slept with me because I ain't never met you. He said, Greedy, why would you tell her that? And then Greedy took the phone and walked off and was talking to him.
Okay, so the boy never said he said that.
I didn't hear him say. He just said, why would you say that? He was like, Greedy, why would you say that?
Queen Vic, you're beautiful. I'm just trying to see why
I
you
just made
walking.
a dumb ass
It's like you're
mistake, and
sleepwalking.
I made a dumb ass mistake. Like I ain't playing in y'all face because I don't want nothing from y'all. Honestly, I
Yeah,
don't want a
I don't think she's
dom, a
playing in our
bean,
face.
or
I don't think
nothing.
she's
It's
playing in our
just
face.
honestly
I
the
think
only reason I came up here, the only reason I'm doing this interview because everybody can say all this stuff. They can call me slow, but it's a lot of women out there just like me. They get like
yeah.
literally, I get so lonely, y'all. I'm gonna be as transparent as I can be with y'all right now. I get so lonely. I get so bored. Do you know how it feels to freaking have a husband like 9, 10 years of marriage and now you by yourself? I don't know how to do that. I could be real. I don't know how to be by myself. And I need to learn how to be by myself. And it's hard. This is hard. I ain't asking y'all for no sympathy. I ain't asking y'all for no support. Cause honestly, I could honestly care less. I'm just going over here to be transparent and be honest. I did some dumb crap, made some dumb mistakes because I get lonely, I get bored, I get depressed. I battle with depression so freaking bad, and I'm trying to work on it.
So
So I don't care
ladies,
what y'all say. I can say
look
what
at
y'all
it.
want to say.
Okay, so ladies, look at it from this angle. She was a woman that was in a solid relationship for 10 years, and now she's alone. So a lot of you, yes, she will heal. A lot of you have never experienced that, to go through a relationship, being with a man, going to work, coming home, living a normal life. Normal. Then things change. It took her out of her realm. She's now by herself. Some women don't know how to date. They don't know how to choose a man anymore. They've been caught up for 10, and she's young. That means she got caught up at 20. This man got her when she was a baby. And that's all she's known for 10 years. She didn't have to date nobody that had storylines. She wasn't dating nobody that was in and out her house, hiding her laptops. She didn't have that. She didn't have nobody that was doing weird things and scaring her daughter. So she don't know this life. Hold on. You've been with a man for 11, got 3 kids, and I'd be damned if I be this gullible. I mean, what you know, but everybody's different. Okay? Every woman is different. We're all made up different, but we just share a lot of characteristics. So now she's in the dating scene. She's single. The first thing she do is come across somebody we know on the app as being greedy and all these attributes that come with him. We can look at it as excuses, we can, but we do want you, Queen. You're gonna have to wisen up, because see, your daughter come first, baby. No matter how lonely you are, if the state takes that baby, that's more depression for you. And especially for somebody that's being a wacko jacko. You feel what I'm saying? Somebody's
Right.
just giving you weird energy. He's scaring your daughter, your laptop being lost. He got a friend that said he slept with you. You looked on YouTube, he kissing men. Then he's screaming and yelling. Then now he got coke, he got meth, he got weed. This a whole goddamn lifestyle in a matter of weeks. This a whole plethora of foolishness in weeks. You talking about red flags? Woo!
Yeah, it was definitely, and that's why I'm saying, like, this time I couldn't even do it. That's why, I came to him as a woman. I was like, I just think you need to leave, because it's like I'm at a point in my life where I'm actually getting my stuff together. My life is kind of smoothing out, and I'm like, it's kind of foolish of you to, like, if y'all think I don't pay attention to the comments and pay attention to what people been saying me, like, girl, what is you doing? What is you doing? Honestly, I thought we was gonna link that one day and that be that. But it's like, I mean, I gotta pay attention. God ain't gonna keep blessing me if I keep doing stupid stuff. Like, I can't keep being stupid. And that's why I told him today, like, I wanted him to leave. And when I said that, it had to go to Bigo. Like, I thought we was going to have a grown-up conversation. Like, you know, I tell him why I want him to leave. He leave and we still be cool. But with him, I see it's not done that way. You can't just, you know, tell him that, like, hey, I want you to leave and we still be friends. You tell him to leave, it's like the end of the world.
Yeah, not someone that's toxic and very immature. So let's get this back on track. So he's gone for a month, and you thought about him for time to time. And in between those 30 days, you didn't meet another guy. No one else tried to date you or anything, correct?
Yeah, I did date other people.
But no one like him.
I mean, yeah, he definitely different. I mean, it's like, I don't know. I feel like I just attract Looney Tunes, like dudes that be super
you
crazy.
like that? Do you like
No,
that
no,
energy?
and that be my main issue with dating. It's like I feel like I like date a guy or something. They either get too clingy or like they just do too much. Like it's always something. They always finding something, and
But
I
beautiful.
don't know.
He scared the hell out of your daughter. He scared your baby girl. This all you know. Even after your husband left, your 7-year-old princess is all you know. He scared her to the fact she had to go report him to school.
It's like I honestly feel like I'm so used to crazy men. Cause I mean, my ex-husband, he was crazy too. He drove me crazy. Shoot.
And you just put up with it. She got a detox, definitely. But we're going to get her there. We're going to help her. Okay. So now he gets out. When did you find out that he was out?
The day he got out. And the little victim protection thing, they called my phone and told me he was out.
Okay. So he's out. What goes through your body? What goes through your mind?
I was like, he finna talk about me. He finna slaughter me. That's all I could think. I just knew like he was just finna go in on me.
Okay. So did you think you were going to get back with him?
No, I ain't think we was gonna ever talk again.
All right. So when did you find out that he was trying to reach out to you?
I never said I was talking to him when he was in jail. Where did you get that? That's what you heard. But you said when did he talk to me?
Yeah. So you went live. They said that you went live and said Greedy is out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So when did he contact you?
He contacted me last Sunday.
Okay. And he got out what day?
Wednesday.
So he was out Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday before he contacted you.
Mm-hmm.
So once he contacted you, how did you feel about it? And what did he say?
I was shocked. He had FaceTimed me. And I just answered it. And I was like, what's up? And he was like, man, what you got going on? And I was like, what you mean? And he was like, I heard you been talking about me. I was like, I heard you been talking about me. He was like, man, pull up on me. We need to speak. I said, I'm scared. And he was like, you ain't got no reason to be scared. Why would I hurt you? And he was like, I wouldn't hurt you. Come talk to me. And I was like, where you at? He was like, you know where I'm at. And I did. So I just told him I was going to pull up.
So when he got out, who was he living with when he got out?
I think he was at Blanco's. That's where I went and met him at.
Okay. Now, who is Blanco?
I guess the one who was helping him while he was in there and stuff.
Is Blanco a man, a woman, a trans?
A trans.
Okay. So when did you first meet Blanco? That day?
I knew about her before then. I found out about her one day. He called me and told me to come pick him up. And I seen her on his live, and he was really mad that I seen it. And he was like, you seen that? You seen that? I was like, yeah, I seen that. What you got going on? And he was like, well, pull up on me. I pulled up over there because I thought that was his spot, but it's Blanco's spot. But I pulled up over there, and when I pulled up, he came down and he told me, and that's when he kind of was like, these storylines.
So another transgendered woman and a storyline. Did you even feel as though he had anything going on with Blanco, or you feel as though they're friends?
He told me they was friends.
So how do you feel about Blanco today?
I don't know, man. Today I feel like it's two parts to every story. I mean, he be saying one thing, and I don't think he be telling the truth about everything.
Okay. All right. So you pull up. He says pull up on him. So when you pull up on him, he's at Blanco's house, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So you get to Blanco's house and you knock on the door. So tell us about
No,
what
I'm
happened.
not gonna do. I stay downstairs in the car. He just come down there. He come downstairs.
Okay. So he came downstairs, and what happened?
He's just in the car. We leave.
Okay. So let's talk about this car real quick before we get into Blanco. Is this the car that you wrecked, or is it the car that he allegedly purchased?
What the car that I got now?
Yeah.
This the one I purchased.
Who purchased, you or Greedy?
I purchased it.
Okay. So where did that rumor come from that Greedy purchased this car?
Cause I said it. Cause
Okay.
people kept saying little stuff like when he was driving my car. It's like, oh, why you let him drive your car? So I just said something like that just to say it. I was like, he bought it.
So she basically just said it just to
I know
make
y'all
it
didn't
seem like
believe
a
me. I
mental
didn't
health.
believe that. It didn't look believable when I said it.
Okay. All right. All right. So let's get back into it. All right. So now you go to Blanco's house. He comes downstairs to talk to you in the car.
Yeah.
So what is that conversation like?
He told me he wanted to go to rehab. He didn't want to do this no more. He don't feel like he could trust nobody. He feel like everybody used him. Basically all of that. Like, and that's when he was like, he wanted to go to rehab. That's when the rehab thing came along.
Now, in that interaction while he's sitting in your car, did Blanco ever come outside or anything?
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right. So now you're sitting down there, y'all talking. Did y'all hug? Did you kiss? Did you hold his hands? Did you look in your eyes? Did you guys share a emotional tear moment?
I mean, he was just like telling me all this. Like, I was just listening because he told me he needed somebody to talk to. He just wanted somebody to listen. So I just pulled up and listened.
All right. So now you're listening. So you're done with the conversation. What's the plan before you leave? What did you guys agree on? What's the plan before you drove off?
The plan was basically I was supposed to come get him the next day. We was gonna find him a rehab, and that Monday he was gonna go to rehab.
Okay. So you leave and now you guys are talking on the phone.
Yep.
Okay. What's happening in his background when you call him? And is the plan still to go to rehab on Monday?
It was caught, and yeah, that was still the plan. Like we started looking up rehab and stuff, figuring out
Okay.
where he was gonna go.
Because Monday is the next day.
No, this was Saturday. Sunday was the next day.
Okay. Because you told me that he hit you up on Sunday. So, okay. So he got out on Wednesday and hit you up on Saturday.
No, are you talking the first time or the second time? Because the second time he hit me up on this Sunday. You talking about this Sunday when he hit me up, or the last Sunday that he hit
Okay.
me up?
All right.
Because
So
I'm talking about the first time. We talking about the second time when he hit me up this time. He wasn't talking about no rehab or nothing like that. He just told me he missed me. He wanted to see me, and he was wondering like where we went wrong. That's what this conversation
So
was.
what we're on is so this is where we are at. He got out of jail on Wednesday. And then when he got out of jail on Wednesday, when did he hit you up?
Sunday.
So he hit you up on Sunday. So when he
Mm-hmm.
hit you up on Sunday, he said, come through. You went to Blanco's house. You're down in the car talking to him. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you're happy to see him, this and that. So you guys didn't talk about rehab then, right?
No, he was just talking about he missed me. He was wondering what went wrong, and I was like I was like, what went wrong? Because you know you on that stuff. And then he was like, well, I ain't on that no more. And he was like, man, you different. He was like, I want to see where we could go, man. You made me so happy and all that stuff. He was just saying all of this stuff. And he's like, he wanted me to cook him some food.
All right, so you're in the car having normal conversation. Did y'all hug? Did you kiss? Did y'all cry?
We hugged, and then like we was like kissing each other a little bit.
Okay, so then you leave and he goes back to Blanco's house, right?
No, he came with me.
Okay, all right. So okay, there you go. All right. So now this is Sunday. He had got out on Wednesday, so he's in the car with you, and now you're driving back home.
Yep.
Okay. Where's your daughter at this time?
With her grandma.
Okay. All right. So now you guys are back home. Now, is this the moment that you guys become intimate?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. So now we somewhere. Okay. So now you feel as though that you guys are giving relationship now?
Yeah, pretty much. Because he was just like, that I want to try like a real relationship and stuff. He was like, we ain't got to do, be on the app and all of that, And I'm like, well, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So today is Sunday. We get home, happy to see each other. So now intimacy starts, and now we are dating. So this is Sunday. So now everything is okay. Now today is Monday. What happens on Monday?
It was good. Monday was good.
Okay.
Like,
Monday was good.
pretty good.
All right. Everything is okay. He's acting normal. All right. And then Tuesday, we're good.
Yep. We good
Okay.
Tuesday.
Wednesday, we're good. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So when is the conversation about rehab take place?
That was the first time. We haven't mentioned rehab this time.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So that's where we were. Now we're here. Okay. So now, what's today we are now? Today is Saturday, correct?
Yep. Saturday.
All right. All right. So tell me what happened in the breakdown of communication to where you guys are now here. And also, we still haven't been clear on what's the relationship with Blanco. What do you feel in your heart is his relationship with Blanco?
I don't know. I just feel, I don't know. Because he told me he was friends, but I just feel like he used her. I mean, I feel like he used whatever he can get out of people.
Do you feel as though he used you?
Yeah.
Okay. And why did you and Blanco have an argument, or where you had to curse her out or anything like that?
No, it would just be mostly like she'll probably talk about me on her live, and then I'll probably say little stuff on my live. But other than that, have we ever just had like a no?
Did you and Greedy come up with a plan to use Blanco and you guys laughed about it?
No.
Okay. Why did you and Nunu have a big blowout disagreement about Greedy?
Cause I don't know what what that had to do with her. Like she just speaking on me and all this stuff. Like I don't know, it was weird. Then she was in Greedy live. Like then she tried to say she pregnant by Greedy. I don't know. She just weird. Like that girl is weird.
So Nunu
Like I
said
pay her none attention.
Nunu said she was pregnant by Greedy.
Yeah, she came in his live and said that he was looking like he didn't even know who she was. He was like, who is this girl? I'm like, oh, that's the girl from Charm School. Like we was just confused.
It's the
Like,
real Nunu, guys. The real Nunu from Charm School, from my Charm School. The real Nunu. Interesting. Okay. And you guys had a fallout. I mean, you guys went at it for 4 or 5 days of just fussing and cussing.
yeah, but a man she don't even know. Like, I don't know. I ain't understand it because I ain't really like I never really like had conversations with her or nothing. Your opinion is your opinion, but I ain't understand like why she was going in his live using our photos for thumbnails. Like we was just trying to figure it out because he was asking me about her. I'm like, I don't really know her like that. I knew her from Charm School, and he like, I don't know her. Like we just was confused.
Okay. So why are you and Greedy breaking up today? And do he have your car right now?
No, my car outside. I just got here with, like, right before I had got here. All I did, I had called him because honestly, I don't know. I had to go to work today, and then I went and hung. I took my daughter out and we did some stuff, and I took her shopping or whatever. And I was just thinking, like, I just don't want to, like, I just don't want nobody living with me. Like, I want my house to myself. I want my car. I just want all my stuff to myself. It's not nothing against him. And I feel like I don't need no real relationship right now. I just need to be by myself. And then my spirit was just disturbed. Like, I don't know. I just be feeling like I can't sleep when stuff ain't right in my house. So I just was thinking, like, a lot was going through my mind. I didn't want to get on. I didn't want to get on live. I didn't want to do none of that today. I was just chilling. So I called Greedy, and when I called him, I was just telling him, I just don't want to deal with all this. And I was telling him, like, somebody ended up calling my mama or whatever, and she said it was Blanco. She said Liz. That's what she said. So someone named Liz called her and said all about me on Bigo with Greedy. And my mom was really upset. And she was just like, I saw those videos on YouTube with you with the boy Greedy. And she said that Greedy is nothing but trouble. And she was like, you need to stay away from him. He nothing but trouble. And I was just like, I was feeling bad because, like, my mama to say something to me and she upset, I'm like, oh my God. So I was just driving, I was just thinking, and I called him. I parked at the gas station, and I just told him, I was like, man, I was like, I'm over here with my parents or whatever, and they said that somebody named Liz called them and was telling them stuff about, Bigo and showing my mom YouTube, which somebody had to call and tell her, because my mama ain't know, she older, she ain't finna be on YouTube, searching stuff, so she don't, how she even know about all the YouTube
Would you like
videos.
to have a conversation with Blanco if Blanco comes in?
Yeah, I don't mind, but I don't feel like doing all that yelling and screaming. Like,
Okay,
we can have a conversation,
Blanco,
though.
all right, so let's be fair because we don't do that over here, Blanco. So we would like to have a conversation with you, Blanco. I would like to bring you up. I hear that you're classy, and let's keep that going. The momentum of classiness going, please, if you don't mind. I'm going to bring you up, Blanco. All right. One second. Okay, one second. All right. Hold on. Let me grab Blanco, and then I'm grabbing. I don't see Blanco in here. Blanco, hit join when you're ready. I don't see you. Yeah, hold on. Where's my little bossy boss at here? I don't see my bossy boss. So I don't see Blanco. Oh, wait. Okay, so Blanco, no. Okay, that's fine. Hold on for a second. B, are you in here? Okay, that's fine. All right, so Blanco, nobody's putting any bad on your name or anything. We're just having a conversation, and we're going to respectfully let you be. Oh, okay. B, you want to? Okay. All right, and if you don't want to come up and talk, it's okay, but you're more than welcome to speak. All right, so Queen, Greedy, this is Brandon. You know Brandon. All right, so now, Greedy. So, okay, so you saying that this person named Liz called your mother.
That's what my mom said. She's somebody named Liz, and she was like, who is Liz? And I was like, all I could think of was Blanco. I was like, what they sound like? And she was like, it sounded like a woman. She was like, and she was saying, to look you up on YouTube and this, and that. And I'm like, you know what? I don't know what's going on. But I called Greedy about it because I'm like, who you got calling, my mom? Like, what's going on? Like, this is too much. And I was just telling him, I was like, man, this is too much. It's too much. And he was like, see, you let these fans get in your head. You let this get in your head. And I'm like, I'm not letting nothing get in my head. I'm trying to have a conversation with you and understand what's going on. That's all I'm trying to do. Like, my parents telling me one thing, and then my mom was like, she know you here because they was like, they seen all the videos on YouTube. So they knew he was here. And mom was like, I knew I couldn't talk to you while you're there because he there. So I'm like, right, okay, so
let me ask a question. Your mother has always been, based on your words, the woman that tells you, just pray about it. God will take care of it. Just pray about it, baby. So when you heard your mother tell you, she actually spoke words to you. I need you to be safe. This man is not safe. This man is not good. I need you to stop this. How did that make you feel? These are words now coming from your mother.
That I needed to handle this situation. That's why I went and called him. And I told him I wanted him to leave.
Okay, so let's get into that. So now you're telling him you want him to leave. Tell us what happened after that.
Once I told him I wanted to leave, he said, I'm letting everybody get in my head. And that I'm letting the fans get in my head. And he was just like, man, this crazy and all this stuff. And I was just like, I just feel like it's just that time. Like, I ain't saying we can't be cool or nothing. I just want you to leave. Like, why we gotta live at the same place to kick it? You know what I'm saying? You got your place, I got mine. And then next thing I know, I was just driving. I was talking on the phone to bad girl and just, be into her or whatever. And I was like, I'm finna go home and talk to him. And he texted me. He was like, we gonna talk about it when you get home. I was like, okay. But then when I got here, my door was open. He was gone. And he was on Bigo talking about me.
All right. I have another question. When you called him and said that you want to break this off, where were you and where was he?
He was at my house. I was in like about maybe an hour away. I was at my parents' house at the gas station.
Okay. So were you afraid to go home after you told him he needed to leave?
Because the conversation didn't seem like it was like, like bad. I just thought we was going to have a conversation.
Okay. So when you get home, what happens?
When I get here, my door was open and nobody was here. And I was on the phone with bad girl. And I was like, girl, he not here. Because she told me while I was pulling in the apartment, she was like, girl, he in the car. I was like, in the car? Like, you going to just leave my door open like that? I don't know. Like, I didn't know he was just gonna leave like that. Cause I mean, but he had asked me. He asked me to drop him off somewhere. He was like, when you get here, you mind just taking me to my folks' house? And I was like, cool, I will. He texted me that while I was driving here. So I didn't even know that he was gone.
So when you told him to leave, but when you got home, were you expecting him to be there?
Yeah, because he asked me to take him. He said we was going to talk when I got here. And he asked me to take him to his folks' house. So I'm thinking when I got here, we going to talk. And I'm going to take him to his folks' house.
All right. So now you get home, Greedy is gone. All right. So what happens to your spirit? You walk into your house, the door's open. What's going through your head?
I was happy.
Mm.
I mean, I was happy. I mean, even with all these people saying all this stuff, I mean, the peace that I have in my house right now, I can't even explain it.
Okay.
I'm not saying he a bad person, but it's just something. I don't know what it is. It's just something.
All right.
I can't
Now,
explain it.
of course, I feel as though she still has her laptop. So what about the rumors of you may be pregnant?
I don't know where y'all get that at. Ain't no man finna get me pregnant. I ain't even got my daughter staying with me. How am I gonna let somebody get me pregnant? That makes no sense.
Okay, so it's safe to say that you guys use protection.
Yeah, I'm not near her. No, I'm not pregnant. No.
Okay. All right. So once he left your house, now did you call him to see where he was when he left?
Yeah, I called him and he was just like, I said, what's going on? I said, I heard you on Bigo talking about me. And he was like, no, I am not on Bigo talking about you. That is not the case. No, I would not do that. And I said, well, if that's why everybody blowing my phone said you talking about me. He said, I'm not talking about you. So then I still was getting calls and he was talking about me. So then I had went on Bad Girl Live and then we was talking. And then I went on his live to see like what the problem is. Because I'm confused. The last time I talked to you, it was we gonna talk when I get here and drop you at your folks' house. So I'm confused where the problem came in. It's like he can't have like a cool ending. Like it can't just be like we not live together, but we still cool. It's always got to be like nasty with him. He got to go and talk about it because even yet and still, I still have yet not to bash this man, and I'm not going to. He can bash me. He can say whatever he want to say. I know who I am.
All right. So let's talk about the donations. Number one, why did people donate money to you? And what did you do with it?
So I had crashed my car, I lost my job, and I thought my laptop was gone. But I did find my laptop, but I did get donations or whatever, but I didn't ask for them. I mean, people sent that, they send it out the kindness of their heart. And what I used the money for, my car. I saved all of my cash apps, and then when I got my Bigo check, I went and put down on my car.
Okay, that's what you used it for, and that's probably what you guys gave it to her for.
I'm
Are
not
you
ungrateful.
ungrateful?
I thank all of y'all for y'all help. I appreciate it because I honestly did need it. I didn't have a job. I didn't have a car. Like, I had to walk my daughter all the way up a hill to the bus stop. I'm very thankful. I never said I wasn't thankful. Like, I'm definitely appreciative because people who gave didn't have to. They didn't have to do that at all.
All right. Who the mule is? I don't know. Is there a mule? What's a mule?
He always talking about the stallion and our mule, and he always be like, Blanco is the mule and I'm the stallion. Like, he be saying, I don't know, something
So that's how you
confusing.
address it. Blanco has been a mule. A mule basically pulls and plows like 40 acres in a mule. A mule is kind of like a donkey almost like. And then a stallion
I
would be a
can never be a
Clydesdale like a
mule.
horse. Is that how he did label? That's bad for
Yeah,
someone
he
that
always
don't
be
know.
like the stallion mule. And I don't think she's a mule either. I don't think nobody a mule. Because
But
honestly, I feel
but it
like,
just goes to say the character of someone. She helped him, no matter what she is. She helped him
and
have
that's what I
someone
was about to say. Like, looking at that situation, it's wrong. Like, it's wrong because, like, I mean, not even to talk bad about Greedy. You can't keep using people, and you can't keep doing that. Like, even though I ain't gonna lie, I probably am a vulnerable person. I probably am. I done been through a lot these past years. I probably am vulnerable. He probably preyed on me because he knew that I was, vulnerable. But he can't keep doing that. His karma is gonna come around. It's definitely gonna come around, and when it do come around, it ain't gonna be nobody that can help or save him. Like, you can't do people like that because Blanco helped him.
When did you figure out that karma was going to get him? Like, when did you figure out that he used people? When did this come about for you?
Honestly, since he been here, I kind of been piecing stuff together. Like me, I like to sit back and just watch it and let it play out. Like, when I first picked him up, I didn't know him and Blanco had just got into it. I actually just found that I didn't know that they had an argument. So then that kind of started like making me like, what? So y'all got into an argument. So that's why you called me to come get you.
So
then
why
I
did
felt
him
like
and Blanco get into an argument? Talk to me about that.
my mama said that when the person Liz called her or whatever, they said that that they put Greedy out because it was having dope dealers pull up or something like that. That's what
Okay,
my
so
mama said.
person Liz called your mom and told your mom that she's going to put him out because of dope dealers?
Like, when somebody called and said they was Liz, called my mama, was talking about the YouTube videos, talking about me and Greedy, and then was said that the reason Greedy got put out from Bronco was because of some dope dealers were pulling up.
All right, so let me get this right. So
I ain't
Greedy's
never
only
been
been.
dead.
So how long has Greedy been out of jail for this time? How long?
How long he been out?
Yeah.
I don't even think it's been 2 weeks yet.
All right, so he's lived with Blanco from Wednesday to Sunday, right?
Yep. They lived with me from Sunday to Saturday.
Which is today.
Right.
So when did Blanco call your mom?
You said what?
So when did Blanco call your mother?
My mama just told me this today. I just went over there today to see my daughter. And that's when I got all of this news. And that's when I called him. That's why I was like, I wanted him to leave because it was too much. Like, it's like now my family, they call my mama and all this, which has happened before. People have called my mom before and threatened to kill me. So, like, off this app. So, I don't know. They weird. I don't know how they found my mom number or none of that. But my mom done been called before. And that's why my daughter, people trying to say I gave her my daughter. No, I didn't. My mom took but she didn't take her. She asked me, could my daughter live with her because of the threats that I was getting. People were calling my parents, calling their church, like doing weird little stuff like that. That's why my mom was like, you need to let her stay with us.
Wait, hold on a second. Let me ask something. Hey,
probably already answered this, but with all the stuff that happened last time, how was Greedy even able to contact you?
He still had my number. He just called me. He had called me and I answered.
He called her, she answered, and then she went over to see him all in that same day. He got on a Wednesday and contacted her on a Sunday. She went over to
Wait,
see him.
from the same number? So you never
Mm,
blocked him?
nah, I didn't. I didn't block him.
So initially, Brandon, when he was first arrested, she didn't call the cops. The friend did. And not only that, from her intermission, she said that he never hit her. He just basically was over her, giving her a lot of crazy energy. The friend that was a friend of hers and a friend of Greedy's is the one that called the cops because they felt as though she was in danger. So when the cops came, she didn't even know he went to jail. She didn't know he had warrants. Basically, the cops came. He pulled out his ID. She went back in the house. And when she comes out, she thinks he just left, not knowing that he was in jail. They didn't find out that he was arrested until on Bigo online.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so she says he never hit her. All right. Well,
Yeah, he ain't never hit me.
when your child says that, tells a school teacher or something like that, that she's afraid to go home, like that wasn't enough to say,
Yeah,
okay,
it
you know
was.
what,
That's
son?
why he had to go that day. I told him to leave. He wanted to leave, so the police were trying to escort him to leave because really he never had been like that in front of my daughter. Like usually he know how to control himself, but when he started doing all that and scaring her, that's why he had to go. He didn't want to go. He said he was gonna swerve, and he never swerved. So that's when my friend was like, "Hey, I'm calling the police because he needs to go." Like, and
And we
before she
do
get home
know
from
that
school.
initially she did say her mom called. She said she was trying to save
Oh,
face. She didn't want to throw her friend under the bus because the friend and Greedy was like that. So initially she said her mother called.
okay, so all right, so hold on. All right, so the friend called the police and they had to get Greedy out because of
Yeah,
your
but he didn't.
child,
He
right?
gave him a fake ID. He gave him a fake
Well, I'm saying
ID.
because of your child, but you took him right back, even though your child is even still scared of him.
I mean, it wasn't like that because my daughter don't stay with me. So I was just like, I mean, I didn't mind him coming over. I didn't think he was going to be like something long, like him staying here. Like the plan, he called me Sunday to chop it up. He said he wanted to hang. He wanted me to cook him some food and we was going to chill. That's what I thought it was. Like, I see with Greedy, it's never a short visit. It's always a him trying to move in type thing. And that's what I don't want because I like my space. I like to live alone. I don't like that. I get lonely. I like company, but I like company that go home and come back and visit and go home.
Okay,
You
so
just wanted some quick D real quick.
mm. Well, that was the
You wanted
first
some D real
time
quick.
they were intimate. So they never were intimate for all those months that they were hanging out. It was the first time when he got out.
Man,
Hold on, we're just taking
We
her. We
wasn't
just
till he got out. When he got out, then yeah, it
because
was. But like,
he wasn't living with her. They were just friends, like text message, phone call, off and on for 7 months. So when he moved in with her before he went to jail, he was only there for 5 days, and they never were intimate. From her words, they were never intimate. And then he went to jail in 5 days, so he was gone for 30 days. So they were intimate when he came out the first time.
okay, hold on. All right, now let me break this down. When you say intimate, what kind of intimate? Are we saying like the 5 days that he was there before last time? Y'all didn't have like love making sex.
no, the first time he was here, no, we didn't. But then the
Y'all
second
was just
time,
fucking.
yeah.
Y'all was just
They
fucking.
didn't have sex at all. Allegedly, they didn't have sex at all. But she did do drugs with him. He had meth, he had coke, and he had weed. She did. She did
No
admit
sex.
to. She did admit to enjoying drugs with him, doing that kind of stuff. She did admit to that. She said she did weed and coke, no meth. But it was no sex until the second time he came back to her house. And she's not pregnant. Okay.
Like, I'm not pregnant. I don't know where y'all getting that from.
So he just has some type of hold on her, because even for them not to have any sexual intercourse, she just that energy. She even said that she talked to men the course of 30 days while he was gone. She did talk to guys and go out on dates, but she continued to think about him. Now, Queen, so when your daughter reported that she was afraid, did he ever go in your daughter's room? Did he touch her? Was he just standing there being weird? Like, what really scared you?
No, he was just walking around the house, like, and then he went in her room, looked at the window, and I was following him. I was like, what is you doing? And then my daughter jumped up and was like, Mommy, what's wrong with Greedy? Greedy, what's wrong with you? And he was like, I'm just trying to make sure ain't nobody trying to set me up. And I'm like, set you
So
up?
you think he was paranoid?
Yeah, he always paranoid when he do that
because he
stuff.
was high.
Yeah.
So what's your plans after this, Queen? So you guys are breaking up, but right
My
before this
plans
started,
is I don't want to date nobody. I just want to work my
okay,
job. I want
all
to
right,
chill
all right.
and
Well,
focus
talk
on
to us.
myself.
Okay, so first, before I go into any other questions, talk to us about him going live on you. This man is
When
20, you're 30. Talk to us about him going live and putting this personal, intimate ordeal out on Bigo.
it upset me because I just felt like, how could you, do that when we supposed to have a personal conversation? It's like I'm on the way home to talk, take you wherever you need to go, and we in on good terms. And then I just wanted to, have a real conversation, but instead you want to like go straight online, and I'm sitting here like, see, this is why nothing works. This is why everybody you get cool with, they're not friends with you no more or mess with you no more because you don't know how to have a life outside of the internet. Like, this internet stuff is new to me. I'm not used to this. I'm a very private person, but it's like now it's like it's no privacy. Like, it's like even with having a conversation with him, I couldn't even just do that.
Oh my God. So he's out of your life and you're good with that. Do you feel as though
I'm
you'll
good with
date
that.
him if he had somewhere else to stay and he could just come over every once in a while? Do you feel as though you'll date him then?
I think I need somebody my age.
Do you feel at all that he's ever dated a transgender woman?
Yes, I do.
So you do. Okay, so now why do you feel that way?
I don't know. I just feel like he kind of like played on my time a little bit, and I like today. I just like when I called bad girl, I just was like, girl, today I just need. Can y'all please get your daughter, my daughter's so happy right now with her grandparents. Y'all, my baby is a grandparent baby. I stayed with my grandma for like 2 years. For one, right now, y'all, half of y'all don't even know. I just went through a whole divorce. I need to focus on myself. My daughter is fine. She is happy. She's fine when she is. She is good. She needs to stay with her grandmama right now while I give me some therapy and I focus on myself and I find myself. Thank you for your advice, but no thank you. She fine.
Okay. Now, why the change of heart? Why do you feel as though Greedy dated transgender women? Why the change of heart?
Cause I just feel like stuff, he just be lying sometimes. Just like he pretty much told me, that we was going, have a private conversation and we couldn't even do that. I feel like that he just lying.
But you don't have any proof that he did it though. So it's just your heart is telling you he did it?
I just feel that way. I just feel like everything is a lie. Like, I don't know. It's just like he was telling me like not to listen to, people on the internet. Stop letting these fans get to me and all this. I mean, I'm just cool on it.
Okay.
I'm just cool with not dealing with him.
Do you feel as
I
though
thought
you'll
we
take?
could at least be friends, but I mean, like, if he running to the internet, I can't do that.
Okay, so the girlfriend that you met through Greedy, do you feel as though they slept together?
No.
Mm-mm. Okay.
Mm-mm. She was talking. She was like, she wasn't even feeling me talking back to him. She was mad at me about that too.
Okay.
I'm not in
All right.
branding agency.
All right. So yeah, she's not in Brandon's agency, guys. All right. So what are your plans with him? Are you gonna take him back, or are you gonna let him be?
Yeah, I'm gonna let him be at this point. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like that ain't the way I want to go. Then I feel like I lost a lot of my supporters. I lost a lot of like what I had going on, like talking back to him. I just feel like I should have just let that be. But then I ain't gonna lie, I did kind of miss him, especially being on this app. Like I felt like when I was with him, he kind of like gave me kind of steps on how to be on the app, how to move on the app. And it's like without him, I feel like I move weird on the app. But like I don't
Mhm.
know. I just feel
All right.
like I don't know. It was a mistake.
Before I ask you a question about OF, I want to ask you a question about your supporters that you lost. Why did you feel the need to curse them out when they were telling you no, 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 don't go back? Why did you curse them out so badly? Like they're
No,
hurt.
I wasn't cursing them out. I was cursing the people out talking about my daughter because that is so annoying to me. Like I feel like certain people you cannot tell nobody how to parent their child and how to be with their child. I done had my child since she was born. This is the first time my child ever lived with her grandparents. Who are you to judge me for letting my child go stay with her grandparents where she's happy and where she wants to be? I mean, my
But
mama once upon a time
your
had to do
people
that
are
with
saying
me.
you cussed them out too. Your people are saying you cursed them out too. These are the people that's gonna take care of you and make sure you're okay. So you have to
If
be
they
able to.
feel if they feel I cursed them out, I apologize. But it wasn't directed to them. It was directed to the people talking about my daughter. Because I feel like they don't know what they're talking about. They saying I let my daughter go stay with her grandma for greedy. My daughter been left. This been happened. Like been happened. So it's like, what are you talking
Mhm.
about?
All right. So you did see him kiss someone on YouTube. Did you see anything of him on OF?
What?
The that site that we call OF.
Oh no. I did see something on Twitter though.
What did you see on Twitter?
Him having sex with somebody.
Was it who was it?
I don't know her. I ain't never seen her. It was a girl. I think she had dreads or something.
Okay.
But I seen it on Twitter.
All right, and it was female.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So did you think he did porn when you saw that? What did you think about that?
I he told me that he did have an OnlyFans. I ain't never go see her or nothing. But I did see that video on Twitter.
So this is my question. Do you feel as though you are comfortable with dating men that have possibly dated men? Do you think you're comfortable with that?
No, I'm not comfortable with it. That's why I stayed questioning him about it. But he get irritated when you question him about it.
And what about the drug usage? Do you think that was just for that period of time? It was just recreational with him. Do you have an
Oh
urge
yeah,
to do?
I ain't no drug. I don't even like weed. Like I'm not a drug user at all.
I think
Never.
she'll
I could
be okay.
probably take a drug test at any moment. I'm not a drug user. I don't even like cigarettes. I only vape and drink wine.
I'm not. So for the comments, y'all don't come in here being weird. I never called a trans woman a man. Okay, that's not what I said. I've said trans women and I've said men. I've made those two different entities. Don't start with the weird stuff. We will get you out of here. That's not what I did tonight. Don't start with the weirdness. Don't you do it. And don't start. Who is this person again? Wild Read or whatever. Don't you do it. Not today. Not in my room. Find somewhere else to be. That is not what I said. I was clear on trans women, and then I also said men. Go away with the weirdness. This lady has come tonight to be transparent. She let me ask her hard questions, and she's answered them all. Please disappear with the weirdness. And everyone wants to hear these questions, so I'm going to ask them. All right. Now, so Queen, as female, despite how many women are going in on you in the comments, there's still a lot of love in the comments for you. We want to make sure you're okay.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm at peace. I'm glad he gone. I mean, I don't like all the hate, y'all. I'm sorry if you felt like I scammed you or whatever, but I did lose a lot with dealing with him in the week. I was foolish to take him back, but it's like I just feel like people are so quick to judge and they forget like I'm human, you human. Like everybody done made a mistake. Like some of these women, they saying all of this, but you've been the same one that have been doubling back to the same dude multiple times. You can't judge the next person for making a mistake.
No other woman has done. That's true. Because I done been knocked across the head, and it took me a time to wake up.
Took me back.
I done been.
I mean, because even in my marriage, I did that. He would cheat, he would lie, and I'd be taking him back. That's why today I don't know what it is. It's like now that I'm kind of finding myself, I'm like, I'm not finna settle for no crap like that. I could do better. I am gonna do better, and I do want to be somebody's wife again. The next time I do be a man wife, it's gonna be the right man. I'm not finna like keep doing this. It's a waste of my time. It's a waste. It's draining my energy.
Okay.
If something draining your energy, red flag number one. And that's why and then it's like y'all coming at me as if I stayed with this man a month, 2 months, 3 months.
But you know what?
A couple days.
You know what's funny though? But let me tell you this: not only that, your people want you to change your name. That's number one. I don't think we're mad. We're just disappointed. But you're gonna change it on the panel. That's what they want to see. So we're just disappointed. But my thing is this, girl. This man only had this little piece in your life, and he turned it upside down in just a little small period of time. He turned your life up. I mean, your child ain't in your house. You done did drugs. You done lost your mind, your spirit. You've been playing gospel music. You fussing and cussing. You done whole argument with women on a whole week. I mean, just in a little period, like a tornado, honey.
Yes, and that's basically when I call a bad girl. That's all I was saying. I was like, he drains my spirit. I was like, I feel like he changes me. Like it's like me. I'm so calm. I'm peaceful. I like to sit here with my candles. I play my gospel. I'm very spiritual. I stay praying, and that's what I was really trying to like instill in him. Like I ain't perfect, but I do know how a prayer can really, change a lot of situations. So I was trying to teach him that.
You got a praying mama. You definitely got a praying mama because, like someone in the comments said, how can you be brainwashed so quickly like that? It was like this almost. And not only that, when we wanted you to start the interview tonight, tell us about why you went to his live and why you guys were arguing. He was in a solo, you went in his box. What happened tonight?
I went there because I just wanted to like see like what's wrong, like what's going on that you had to bash me, because we had a conversation that one thing we would not do is bash each other ever again. We said we would never bash each other. So I'm like, why is that the first thing that you run to when I just told you I want you to leave? Like I have the right to tell you I want you to leave. It's not like I'm saying I don't want to talk to you ever again. I just want you out of my personal space. That's it. That's all. And it's like, me telling him that just turned into like a whole little, problem. And it's just, he drains my, y'all. It's like, I don't know. I hate to see somebody homeless. I hate to see somebody, going through stuff. And like at the end of the day, I did grow a friendship with Greedy. I know y'all might not understand it, but I did grow a friendship with him. But he's a toxic friend. He's toxic, and it drained my energy. And I done been through so much toxic stuff. I can't keep putting myself through that. I can't even begin to heal from the past stuff if I keep doing stupid stuff like this. So I do apologize to people that feel like I'm fake or I'm a scam. No, I'm not. I'm learning, man. I'm learning.
And you
All
gotta
this is new to
understand,
me.
y'all, when y'all have these controlling men, we lie for them. My kid's father beat me for a long time, and I lied for him. I lied for that man. I didn't let nobody know what was going on with me. And I protected him. And I was hurting. I was hurting. My body was hurting. I was in pain. He would punch me good and hard. And I wasn't even a bad girl. I just had an opinion. I was a woman that would have an opinion. If something wasn't right, I would question it. And he would tear my ass up for it. And I hid things from him. And I lied. And I did things that I shouldn't have done. I didn't let nobody know. And I feel as though I'm a strong girl. But that was my moment of weakness. And it took me a time to shake it off. It took me a time, but I woke up. I shook it off. I did shake it off, but I did fall into another relationship. Now, this guy did hit me too, but it wasn't as bad as the first. And then after this second relationship, I knew then another man couldn't dare put his hands on me. Another man couldn't dare. And that's where we are.
Yeah, that's how I'm starting to feel. I feel like I'm not finna let no other man like keep messing with my self-esteem, keep, just making me fall off of my grind. It's like I get in the grind, I be grinding hard, and then I let somebody in, and then everything just start going left. And that's why I ended it so fast. Like this time I had to, because I just knew what I lost last time, and I dare not do that again. I worked too hard to just allow somebody in and all of it to go away again. Now that's a damn fool. Like, and I really just kept thinking about it. Like, it couldn't stay out of my mind. And today, like, it was like the first day I just got to be by myself and just be away from Greedy. So it was like when I was by myself, I was just thinking and hearing what my mom was saying and all this. I'm like, girl, what is you doing? Like, I started looking at myself like, what is you doing? So it's like that's why I told him like he had to leave. And it's like, I mean, since he been here, I don't know if he gonna tell the truth or not. He kept saying that I've been he says that I let the fans get to me because I was like, man, I'm really upset because I'm mad about my supporters. I was like, I'm mad about that. I was like, because now that I'm dealing with you, the people that I was dealing with don't want to deal with me. And I feel some type of way. And he like, nah, you letting them get to your head. But I'm like, no, that ain't right though, because when you was here, I had my own little thing going. I do my little cookie shows. I do my little thing. I had my own thing going. And now that I'm dealing with you, I'm losing all my support. I'm losing everything. People that I go live with and talk to, they don't even want to look at my live no more.
Well, the supporters have questions for you. We're going to bring them up one by one. And if that's okay with you, I'm going to clear out the queue, you guys, and make sure everybody's ready.
Let me grab my charger, y'all.
All right, so she's going to get her charger. I'm going to clean out the queue, and we're going to let y'all have questions. Now, this is not for you guys to change her life. This ain't save Queen Greedy's life. You're just going to ask a question, and then I'm going to drop you, and she's going to answer it. So when you come up, have your question ready. That means it's a form of words, and it has a question mark behind it. Not a comment with a comma and a period. I need a question. And be respectful. Go ahead, Brandon.
Queen Vic or Queen Greedy. Is this a storyline?
No, this happened for real.
Okay, one of the things I feel like one of the things on Bigo is a common thing to where like people don't fuck with nobody no more. I'm talking about they leaving families, they changing emojis fast as hell. But I was just wondering, this happened earlier today. You still got Queen Greedy name. Like, why you didn't change it to Queen Vic?
How do I change it? I only know how to change it when I'm off. I can change it. But I can't change my Bigo ID though. Like that's the only thing.
No,
like, he stabbed me with that.
No, just the name.
How do I change it? I clicked my thing and then.
So click your name, and when you click your name, click your picture, and then it should be a little thing at the box, like a little tool at the box that lets you go and change your name.
Okay, I see it.
Or you just like the name? You feel like you just like the Queen Greedy name?
No,
I
we
mean, I
talked
did
to her
like the
about
Queen Greedy name, but if everybody want to sit up here and say that it
Okay.
makes them like
No, I
him,
was
I
just
mean, I do
asking.
like, huh?
Because a lot of times, like, if people don't fuck with them, but they be first thing they do is change their names or whatever it is fast as hell. But you got the name, you
Okay,
got
did
the
it
name.
change? I just changed it.
So Queen Vic, why was the rumor that you guys were fighting over food or groceries the first time when you got arrested?
Cause he threw the groceries out. He had bought me some groceries that he threw it out. He threw the groceries out.
That's why. Okay, he threw the groceries out.
Yep, he threw them out. That's why they were saying that. Man, where my cord at, man? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find my cord from my phone down. Yep, he threw my groceries out.
All right. So you guys are ready to ask your questions. Again, it's going to be a question. You're going to ask a question, and then I'll drop you and she'll answer the question. Brenda, how you doing today? Or this
All right,
evening?
I'm back.
Go
Cause that one ain't work.
You doing good?
What did it?
All right. So we have. All right. I had somebody down here. Okay, we're going to do Miss Capathia. Please have a question. All right, I'm ready.
Good evening, everybody.
Hi.
Victoria. Why did you feel the need to lie to us that saying that Greedy bought you a car?
I was just saying that because I mean, people was like saying like, "Oh, why you let him drive the car? Why you let him drive the car?" And then he was like, "Cause I bought it." So we just ran with it because he bought it. That's really all it was.
Thank you so much, my love.
You welcome.
Okay. I'm trying to see everybody. Okay, here's one.
Damn, what was I about to say? Oh, why did you feel so comfortable with bringing? He may have not been random to you, but to your daughter. Like, do you usually just bring men in and be comfortable enough to like take your daughter to the park and be around her without you? Like, why were you so
She already knew
comfortable?
Gritty. She already knew Gritty. Gritty had been coming around. She already knew him. He wasn't random to her. She was comfortable with him.
Okay.
Thank you. If you guys have another question, you can get right back into the. You can get right back into the queue. Go ahead. All right, you guys, you gotta make sure you guys are not in the queue. I cleaned it out, and now, so just make sure you're not in the queue. And if you do accidentally come up here, just ask a question.
Queen Vic, what did you say the difference was between last time and this time?
This time it was a little different because he was a little bit more like calmer. He wasn't as paranoid and stuff this time, and my daughter wasn't around, so it was a little different. But it's still, I mean, I still kind of picked up the same like spirits. Like I don't know, it was just something. Yeah, he wasn't as drugged up this time.
All right,
Hello,
Bianca.
how are you?
Hey, great.
Hi.
Hey y'all. So I have a question. I
Mhm.
remember you saying that Greedy was around your daughter and she felt uncomfortable. But when she said that, like a lot of women get abused and sexually abused by men, did you think any of that could have occurred because you didn't know Greedy before he moved in with you? And did she start saying she felt uncomfortable?
I mean, no, she only felt uncomfortable that one night when he was acting paranoid, looking out the windows. That's what
Are you
caused her to feel uncomfortable because she was like, "What's wrong with Greedy? Like, is he scared? What's going on?" That's what made her feel uncomfortable. She never felt uncomfortable with him until that day, that one time, that when he was
even though
looking
she
around the
was alone
windows.
with him before that?
Oh, I cannot.
Oh, she
Thank
was she
you.
wasn't really alone with him like that. They only went to the park.
Okay, go
That's
ahead, my love.
Hi, yes, my question to you, Queen Vic, is what made you feel so comfortable and willing to try drugs, knowing that you could have been addicted to drugs, especially with not trying them before?
I never felt I could really get addicted, but I tried. I had tried it a while ago, back in my like college days before. But I'm not addictive. I don't get addicted. And then on top of that, I mean, at the time I really was going through some stuff like with my divorce and stuff. So yeah, I just wanted an outlet, an out of body experience. That's really the truth.
This is a good question right there. They they should this might be kind of personal, but people want to know: did you ask your child if Greedy ever tried to do anything to her?
Yeah, I asked her. Yeah, I asked her playing because I was like, "Why you don't like Mr. Greedy anymore? Why this? Why that?" She told me why. She said she just was like, she said my daughter specifically told me it's not that she doesn't like Greedy. She said he was
Uh,
acting weird that day, and she didn't understand why he was looking out the windows. But she liked it, Greedy. She said he's fun. They had fun at the park. She was like her favorite time when they go to the park. She never had a problem with Greedy. She didn't like the way he was acting when he was looking out the windows. That's it.
Okay, hey Mother Empress, hey Keys,
Hey, Tori.
hey
uh,
Queen Greedy.
Hey.
This is a more, I know sometimes I might get up in here and play, but this is really a serious question. So, my first question, okay, I'm only gonna ask one question. Okay, so my question is, did you really learn from this experience, and would you ever do this again in your life?
Of course, I learned from it. I mean, I learned how much how important peace is, and sometimes when when the first time don't go right, don't mean the second time will. Just leave it alone. But I'm like that. I mean, like I told y'all, I was married for like 9 years, and I used to always keep going back. But
Mm-hmm.
I gotta realize people don't change.
all right. Next
Hey
question.
y'all.
Hold on,
Hold on,
Kimmy.
Kim. What what did you see in Greedy?
He was fun. He was
Like,
fun.
no, I'm saying, cause like most women, they usually have like a checklist of men that they want. Like they'll be like, okay, you gotta have a car, you gotta have a job, you gotta have your own place, you gotta have some morals, you gotta have something like that. What did Greedy bring to the table to say, you know what, yeah, this the one?
I mean, he pretty much like he at first he was coming in like, hey, let me help you with this, let me do that. Like I didn't never have to ask him to do nothing for me. He was fun. The jokes was there. I mean, he kind of I don't know. He just kind of brought out my youth a little bit. He kind of made it not so like life so serious. He just made it fun. It couldn't been the clout because I didn't meet him on Vigo. I came on Vigo like a month and a half ago. That's new.
And she was vulnerable. Okay. Thank you. Go ahead, Kim Kitty.
Hey y'all. So my question is, you knew that the interview was coming with Imp because I heard you in a live. Like, I found out through the interview from your live. You went from your live right to Greedy live. If you're completely done with the situation and you have no interest in dating him again, and you knew this interview was coming, why did you go into your live trying to explain to him that he shouldn't have left? You know how you was like, well, I told you to stay and we was gonna talk when you got home. If you wanted no more involvement with him, why did
Because
you, you know?
it wasn't about to me it like I told y'all that was still my friend. That was still my friend. At the end of the day, I wanted to see like what's going on that you feel like you gotta bash me. Like I still wanted to go to him and talk to him because I'm a grown woman first. And that's still somebody that I have dealt with, and that's my friend.
Kodak Fufu.
Okay. I understand. You said that that's your friend and everything, but the way that when you were just in that live, it was almost like you was trying to reconcile with him. Like you was like, well, you left before I even got there. We were supposed to talk about it. We were supposed to have this conversation. If you knew you was about to have this interview, everybody already knows how interview on Bigo's gonna go. They're gonna ask the questions that everybody in the comments wants to know. So you knew it was gonna be kind of a bad session towards Greedy. So if this isn't a storyline, like everybody wants to know, why would you go over there and ask him why he left? And
But then
uh,
in the whole interview, what have I said? I'm not bashing him. I'm just telling the truth. When have I called him out his name? When have I bashed him at all? I actually told the truth. This is stuff I've already said that he's seen that I said. So when did I bash him, and what's wrong with going over there and talking to him? He can bash me. Like I said, what did I say in the beginning? I said he can bash me. I'm not gonna bash him. That's gonna show character. I don't have to bash that man to tell the truth.
Mm. All right. I want everyone to be respectful. That comes up. Big Bella, I know you're going to be respectful. Go ahead.
Yes, I'm gonna be respectful. So Queen Greedy, I don't have children. God has not blessed me with children yet. But I don't want to bring up the kid too much, but I do want to understand, and maybe you could talk for other women as well. How do you feel comfortable not having your child living with you? Because earlier you
Who
were just
said
like,
I
she's
feel
good, don't worry
comfortable?
about it.
Who said I
Okay, well,
feel comfortable?
do you plan on having your children live with you eventually, like soon?
I only got one kid. Yeah, of course. This is temporary. This is temporary for myself. Like this
Okay.
is something I need for myself. I've been wife. I've been mother for over 10 years. I want to be me. I want to find myself. I want to just find myself for the moment. I want to get me some therapy. Figure out what's wrong with me. Why do I allow these situations to happen to me? What is it? So I mean, either people gonna understand it or they ain't. You ain't been in my life. You ain't walked in my shoes. So I don't care if you understand it or not.
All right. Miss Fake New York, you are up. Up, up, up.
Hi, thank you so much for bringing me up. Hey, Vic, how you doing?
Hey.
Hi. Well, listen, Vic, I've been on panels with you. You've been on Leon's panel, who is your ex. A lot of people say that, he's a gay man. So what is it with you chasing after men who, well, I'm not saying that Leon is gay, but that is the rumor that his booty hole has been plugged.
Leon is not gay.
I'm not saying that he
Leon is
is.
not gay. And first of all, Leon is
Okay.
my first love. I dated him when I was a teenager. I dated him when I was a teenager. Leon is not
Penelope.
gay.
Penelope. Okay. Ashawn.
Hi. I wanted to know, do you think that he got rid of you or whatever? I don't know what happened, but so he can stay with you for a while, so he can just be ready for the Savannah show because he's gonna be there, and he just stayed with you until
I
the show was
honestly
ready.
don't know, but all I know is today I told him he had to go. That's all I know. I don't know what his plans was. I just know he had to go today. I don't care how he went, where he went, or who he with. I'm just glad he gone.
Ah, okay.
Okay. Thank you, Ashawn. All right. Trans Lives. Here you go, baby.
Hey, Empress. Hey,
Hey.
Queen. Okay, with
Hey,
everything you experienced, would you still be friends with him?
no, because he can't separate uh, reality from the internet. It's like we can't have a personal conversation. And because I can't have a personal conversation with you and you got to run to the internet now, the friendship is like null and void now.
All right. And I have a question. Thank you, Trans. Did you not know he was leaving for Savannah's show today? Thank you, Shayla Faye.
I didn't know he was leaving for the show today.
Okay.
He told me he was leaving next week.
Okay. Pharaoh is back.
I just have a follow up question because
You broke up.
my sound. Can y'all hear me? My bad, my sound.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had a follow up question. You said that. Oh, it's so annoying. Hold on. I hate when people call me. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, my
Okay,
love.
so
Yeah.
you said that you said that he already knew your daughter, but before you said he stayed for 5 days and he stayed for 5 days this time. But we all know Greedy when he's on live 24/7, and you said your daughter's been knowing you. We've never seen you before you got brought to Bigo, and you didn't know what Bigo was. So when did he get to know your daughter?
He been got to know my daughter. He didn't go live around me like that. And when he did, I stayed out the freaking camera because I didn't want to be on it. I didn't know nothing about it. Nothing to put my child on the app. Are you crazy?
It's Bree. You're coming up. Go ahead. Oh, wait. Is this right? Okay, yeah. It's Bree.
I told y'all that I met him through my friend, and me and my friend have daughters the same age. So when he would be around, the daughters would go to the park.
I
He's
have a
met my
question.
daughter before. Mm-hmm.
Okay, my question is, when you called him, told him that you wanted him to leave, were you in front of your parents, and did you expect to still be there when you got there?
You said
Bree,
when I went, said it again?
you breaking up,
Seem
Princess.
like
Repeat that. You breaking up, mommy.
I said when you. Am I still breaking up?
But it's getting
I'm
better.
sorry, my Wi-Fi. Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, I was asking, when you called Greedy and told Greedy that you wanted him to leave, did you only tell him that because you was in front of your parents, and when you got to the house, he was hoping he was still there so you guys could talk about it? Or did you actually want him to
I didn't
leave?
tell him that around my parents. I left and drove to the gas station and called him on the phone. My parents weren't in front of me. I don't talk on my phone in front of my parents.
So my question is, I know you said you looked on YouTube. Sorry, I have a train at by my house. I know you said you looked on YouTube and watched some of his lives. Did you watch any other lives from like previous relationships, or did you watch the live when his mother was interviewed by the twins?
I did see that, the mother, and I seen the kiss and Shay. And that's pretty much what I questioned him about. And he was upset about the mother thing.
That's all I have. My baby's trying to get in the camera. You could drop me in.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, Queen. Good night, baby. All right, twerk it later.
Okay. My question is if he was to get serious with Blanco, would you feel some type of way?
Nah, he can do what he want to do. I don't feel no type of way.
Thank you. All right, let's get that way. Hi.
Okay, so we already know Greedy is slow. I'm starting to get those vibes from you. However, how does your mom and your dad feel about you not having your child with you?
They don't feel no type of way, and I definitely ain't slow. I mean, I got all my own shit. A slow bitch can do that. But anyways, my parents don't feel no type of way. They feel like that I needed a break. They feel like I need a break. I mean, I've had my child since she's been born. Like, y'all, can y'all kill that talking about, oh, she's a bad mom, bad mom. I'm a bad mom for taking a mental break. That's a bad mom. A bad mom is when you know you need a mental break and you still keeping that child there, dragging them through that when they have some people that can help you. Like, please, if y'all, so half of y'all folks had somebody that can get y'all child for a couple of months while you get your stuff together, you would. You
And
just don't
guys,
have that option.
and you know, as women, we do have those moments. We do. And a lot of us we don't have a team. We don't have a support system that at least support us. Like we do have breakdowns. There's women that have taken their children's lives because of a breakdown. Right? And again, she's
Right.
lonely. She told us in the beginning she was in a relationship and she's lonely. This is different for her to be lonely. A lot is going on with her. A lot is going on with her. And it might be just God's way of making sure her mom is there to take her child. It just so happened it happened this way. She's probably been going through it. A lonely mother, this lady was lonely in her head. He just came along. He came along.
And my daughter has been gone before Greedy came. That's what I'm like. This happened when I came on the app. My mom was getting
I'm gonna
threats.
bring
I was
Nikki
getting
up here.
threats.
So Nikki, I'm gonna bring Nikki up here so Queen Vic can tell you what happened with this interview. So Nikki, I was about to bring you up here. I did not know Queen Vic wanted me to interview her. Queen Vic and Bad Girls Club reached out to me because they are in my charm school. Before Queen Vic even knew Brandon, some girl in the comments, she knew me first. Queen Vic knew me first. So when this went down, the only person she could go to is someone that's been good to her on this app, and that's me. And that's me. Okay? And that's that. Because this is somebody that's never did anything wrong to her. Even with our back conversations over the last 2 months, she's talked to me. We've texted each other. She's been on my panel tons of times because she's part of my charm school. Even when she left the show, there's still been no bad blood with us. Her and Bad Girls Club reached out to me. So you little crab, go crawl into the hole that you came from, okay? And please know, I am my own woman. I do what I want. No one controls me. No one runs me. That's the young Empress when I had a man controlling me. No one controls me, my channel, my panel. They don't control nothing. I run my own show. Now run, tell that. Come on, Freaky Tiki.
Oh shit.
Oh, Freaky Tiki. Sorry.
Take me down.
You got
Take
a
me
question?
down.
Okay. Calm
No,
down.
take
We
me
got you.
down.
Calm down. You got nervous. Wait. Jesus Christ. She scared
Take
me.
me down. Take me down.
Jesus. Gorgeous Marie, you next. You better not be, girl. Gorgeous Marie, you better be ready because you coming up. Jesus. You scared me, girl.
Hey, beautiful women. Hey, beautiful
Hey,
women. I
gorgeous
hope I'm
Marie.
not echoing. I don't have my earpiece. Um, Vicky. Queen Vic. Uh, it's not a question. It's a
Why it
statement.
ain't changed on here either,
You
y'all? I didn't
um
change it.
You
you
supposed to have a
you said
question,
that.
Princess Gorgeous.
Well, it's. This is what
Go ahead.
she spoke about depression, and she spoke about her kid being with her mom, and people are insulting her. But I wanted to speak to her and let her know that she did the right thing. I suffer with depression. I'm married. I have 3 kids. When my husband's to work, that is a hard task to do everything following with as a wife, a mom, and then I'm doing homeschool and dealing with depression. So she did right to send her kids to her mom. My mom doesn't want to help and take my kids. We don't have that village to raise a child. So guess what? You're blessed. If your mom wants to help you and your kid is happy, get yourself together.
Hold
Yes.
on, gorgeous. So this is
Mhm,
from a woman that is struggling. This lady in box two is mentally struggling. So do y'all haters understand now? Just because you ain't going through it don't mean it does not exist. This woman in number two is struggling. For her to take a break would be a blessing, but she can't. So she has to
mhm,
cry at night when nobody's looking. She has to really refrain from even doing anything weird to herself or her children because she don't have the
mhm,
help and she's asking for help. She's crying out for help and she don't
mhm,
have the support system.
mhm. I have my husband, but at the end of the day, people say it takes a village, and we all don't have a village. So when you see someone else has somebody to help them, don't insult her about what you hear or what you see. Be thankful that she got her child that situation and that she's trying to find herself. Some people don't know how to handle their depression or any mental illnesses, and then they're not here, and people are going to say, oh, I wish I could have been there to help them. Well, she's
Mhm.
getting the help she needs that other people don't have, so she shouldn't be insulted.
Think about that mother that put those kids in that bathtub. She put those kids in that bathtub, a mother, and she held her children under the water until it was no life. There has to be something mental wrong with
Mhm,
their mom to hold her kids underwater until their bodies are no longer wiggling and squirming, but they're lifeless. And
mhm,
she lined them up one by one.
mhm. And I I used to be live on here. I had to take a break, so I made this little page, but this is me, on the page and stuff. And I had to take a break because, I spoke about mental illness because a lot of Black people don't speak about it. They do like it's just a mind thing that's made up, and it's not. But when I seen she said that, I know what it's like firsthand. This pandemic has been hard on a lot of people, and I didn't. I knew I suffered from mental illness. I was diagnosed with it, but I didn't realize, like a lot of us, going through this pandemic, like, oh my God, it's really hard. And suffering with depression, you know, your life doesn't have to be bad to suffer with depression. It's a mental illness. She's trying to find herself. She's trying to see how to make things better so when she can bring her kid back into her home. We all heard her say she spent the day with her kids, took her kids shopping, she had a good time, her kids happy where she's at. That's a good thing. So, but I don't want to stay up here. I just wanted to say that. So y'all have a blessed night. Thank you for letting me up.
Thank you, beautiful. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
I
opening
just
that
feel
up.
like this app is so treacherous. It's like y'all will put somebody down and not even know really what they be going through, man. Y'all really don't even be knowing. Y'all want to call me a bad mom because I need a break. Like, and y'all don't even know how hard this junk been. As soon as this pandemic hit, I lost my whole marriage. I lost my whole freaking life.
Mm.
I don't know no life without my husband. Like, I don't know no life without him.
It's okay, baby. It's okay.
Like, I miss my marriage and I miss it so bad. And I look for that, but I can't never find it. I can't never find it. That's all I knew for 10 years. Like, all I knew for 10 years is that. All I knew.
Do you think you can reconcile that?
It's gone.
Because we don't want you looking for love in the wrong places, Ma.
It's like, I don't want to, but it's like, man, this is hard.
It is.
It's hard. Like, just being in that marriage so long. As soon as this freaking corona crap happened, I lost everything. Like, it was like, I don't know what was in the air. It's like my ex-husband started going crazy. We started losing everything. Like, we had that life. We had a 5-bedroom house. Which car we want to drive. We had all of that. And then he doing stupid stuff and we lose everything. Then he started stalking me. I done been stalked for the last freaking year. You know how I feel to be freaking stalked? I still can't even go to sleep at night. This man stalked me.
So she's brokenhearted. She's brokenhearted.
Like, dang, I gotta be out here and be judged. Like everybody perfect. When I was that perfect person. I used to be that. Now I just don't know. I'm confused.
She's brokenhearted, she's afraid, and she's alone, and she's lost. That's a lot for one lady. That's a lot.
I don't ask for y'all to feel bad. I don't care. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. You ain't gotta feel bad for me. Sure. It is what it is, because all this just a testimony. I had to go through what I went through because it's gonna make me stronger. I don't care. Yeah, I miss my freaking husband. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I do. I miss my marriage. Yeah, I got stalked. Yeah, all of that. I don't care. Y'all ain't gotta feel sorry for me. I'm just telling you what it is and telling you how I feel.
Somebody in the comments said divorce is a lot. It's like almost like a death.
It is. It hurts. It's the hardest thing I ever had to do. It was the hardest thing I had to do was to get a divorce from the same man I've been with all these years.
Man. Since she was 20 years old, that's all she knew. I'm sorry, sweetheart.
You're talking about how you miss someone that hurt you because he always didn't hurt me. And then he didn't hurt me in the beginning. It was good until it wasn't. What you mean? If you ain't never been married before, don't ask me no questions about it because you ain't going to understand.
Yes, Lord. Look at God, as Nika say, imagine being married to your enemy. That's
oh,
deep.
God. Oh, God, for real.
That's deep. Imagine being married to your enemy. Ooh.
And that's exactly what it was.
Since
that's exactly what it was.
Queen Vic, you got a long road, babe. Now, what about therapy? Have you been looking into therapy and in counseling? Do you want a female group? Do you need someone to talk to on the phone on a day-to-day basis? What do you want from me?
Oh no, like I be wanting to talk about it, but I hate talking about it, like because it make me cry. That's why I don't like talking about my marriage. I don't like talking about it because it make me cry. Like it just do.
I feel so bad for you. I really do.
I just
No,
hate talking about it.
if she talks about it, it'll be with me off the line, y'all. Yeah, let it out. Let it out, beautiful.
I'm just tired of being judged, man. I'm so tired of being judged. Like everybody else is perfect. Like they don't make no mistakes. And I tried to be perfect. I tried to be married. I tried to be the best mama. And then I forgot about myself. And it's like now I gotta deal with myself. And it's hard. It's hard to deal with yourself.
You got a lot of people that's gonna support you. It's a lot of women in here that's supporting you. I'll work with you in Bad Girls Club, and we can have we can have some communication behind closed doors. We just wanted somebody to
Because I
listen.
don't want these folks seeing me like this. They gonna use that against me too. They
Girl,
use everything
you ain't the
against you
first
on here.
you ain't the first woman to be brokenhearted. We all done been through it, babe. But this is probably what needed to happen for you so that you can just get this release. And now we can understand what's happening here. See, some women, it's a shame that you have to lay it out for them. Some of these young girls don't understand to be a wife and a mother and to go through mental illnesses and depression. A lot of them ain't been through it, so they don't understand it. So what you're doing here now, Princess, is awareness. You're teaching somebody else that can go through this. Somebody can learn from this. Somebody else can cope like you can cope. And they can not only that, they can offer you some help because they're going through it now.
It's like I ain't saying I made the best mistake by all the ingredients in and stuff. But I mean my life was just like when he came around, my life was in shambles. My life was in shambles.
Her life was in shambles, y'all, and all she wanted to do was have somebody to make her smile. So can you imagine if she's crying for us? Imagine how many nights she done cried by herself in that house. Imagine how many nights she done cried alone because she's lonely and her life has changed. So when he came around, she wasn't looking at what he didn't have. One thing he did have was a sense of humor. He was a whole joke. He was a comedian, and he made her laugh. Something she hadn't did in a while. Something as small as that can put this man ain't have a job, he ain't have a pot to piss in, but he made
It was
her
the
laugh.
company. This was somebody. It was the company, man. Our is coming off y'all. The company. The company. Like real. Do you know how hard it is to see him? When you by yourself, you gotta deal with yourself. And sometimes that's the hardest thing to do. You really gotta deal with yourself.
And I'm not making excuses for her as being a mother. We're just talking about her mental health right now and her
And then you
depression.
wanna sit there and call me, how am I a deadbeat mom to know I'm fragile right now? To know I can't right now. I just can't. I can't. Well, I'm supposed to let my child sit here and see me cry, see me depressed, see me making dumb decisions? That's what I'm supposed to do? That's a bad mother? That's a bad mother to me. Everybody act like they so perfect. Shoot, even when my mama went through her divorce, me and my sister had to go stay with my grandma. We had to. Some of y'all females just mad that you don't have the help. And I thank God for the help. I thank God that when I'm messed up, my parents can pick it up for me. So whether you think I'm a bad mom or not, I don't care. I did what I had to do for mine.
Thank
That's how I feel
God
for
for
mine.
your
Because
support
mine living
system.
good right now.
Thank God for her support system, y'all. She gonna get it right. She gonna get it together. I know she is. And it's not a lot of women that can admit that they going through something and they need help. At least she's admitting it. Women don't intend for a weird man to come in their house and scare their kids. We don't intend for that to happen. But when it does happen and the decisions that she made, she needs some help. She needed her mom to step right on in and take that baby away from her. She ain't no way in the hell she is in her right mind. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it's like that. But she don't deserve to be beat down. She really don't. I was a young mom too. My mom had to help me with my daughters until I got it together. Because my kid's father was just always pushing me around. Then my second relationship, that's when my mom really stepped in and said, no, ma'am. My second fiance didn't like my oldest daughter at all. And my daughter didn't like him. And she didn't like him because he was always giving me stupid energy. And as a mom, you don't want your kids to see that. So I was protecting my kids from seeing all the dumb energy he was giving me. But my oldest child didn't miss a beat. TT didn't miss a beat. She knew something was going on there. And for that, he didn't like my little girl. And my mom wasn't having it. And my mom had to help me with mine until I was able to get it together. Until I was able to get it together. I didn't settle. I wasn't all the way there, but I got it together. I was able to finally choose my babies, but I needed help first. You're not that strong. You're not strong as you think. You know in your head what's right. You know that he shouldn't be here, and this is my kid. But it's just like you're torn and you can't move. You can't take steps. Leon wants to come up. He know her better than anyone. Would you like Leon to come up?
Yeah, he can come up.
Leon, say hi so I can pull you up. Leon, come up and talk to your friend. You got to say hi so I can pull you up. If not, I'm going to have to go look. Okay, there's Leon. There you go, Leon. Hi.
Can y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Hey y'all. Hey Empress.
Hello.
What's up,
What's going
man?
on, Vic? I just saw you crying.
I'm just tired of this, man. I just be feeling so judged. Like I can't make no mistakes. I can't do nothing. I'm just overwhelmed, like depressed, lonely, like everything, man. Making dumb decisions, just everything.
I mean, do you feel like if you get like back with him that you'll be better, or it's not that, or
Come on, Leon, don't ask me no dumb crap. No,
I
I
mean
definitely don't
because
need to even be thinking that, Leon. Like, don't ask me nothing stupid, Leon, please.
At this point, Leon, it's not even
Mhm.
about him right now. What her thing is that she's hurting, she's heartbroken, she's sad, she's lonely, she's confused and lost, and people are coming for her for it. She want to take a break mentally, and she's not getting a fair shot. She's human, and people are not looking at her like that.
Mhm. Have you been going to church, Vic?
You know I ain't been going to church. I don't like church.
I think you need to get back into church, man, because I noticed like
Have you
lately,
been
like
praying? Have you been praying?
Yeah, I always pray. I just don't. I mean, I really don't go to church, so I don't do the church thing.
I'm trying to. I don't want to say too much, but I remember, you know, your mom, and when stuff was good, it had a lot. Like when you were better when you had like when you was going to like church and stuff. I feel like you didn't have all of this stuff that was kind of like that's kind of been going on, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because you know everything, you know, about my marriage and all of that. So,
Did the church
Yeah,
judge
I'm
you?
gonna be
Did
honest
the
though.
church
Like I
judge you?
yeah, the church judged me. That's why I
okay,
don't like the church,
appreciate
man. I don't like the church. I just don't. I don't mess with the church at all.
The people in the
it.
church judged her, y'all. Maybe it was the wrong church, but they judged her.
Yeah, church. I just been in church so long that I just seen so much in church to where I don't even like to go.
You know what though? I feel like after us, you kind of started going for guys that was just like I never really understood like
I
how
mean,
you.
because it pretty much
How,
started there. I mean, you kind of like pushed me to like just the wind work. Like, man, I don't know. Ever since, but that is true. Ever since that,
Because
see,
remember,
Leon
like,
was my first love. We dated when I was a teenager, and like he did some weird stuff, and after that, I just was like, ugh.
but the guy Darius though, when Darius,
Oh my gosh, so you gonna bring up my whole life?
Yeah,
I
don't bring
mean
up her whole
that
life.
he like Greedy though. He like
Like,
Greedy.
my whole life.
He ain't he honestly like he just like Greedy to me. Like
Mm.
Was you think
they
I
remind
just
me of
pick
each
guys
other.
like greedy?
And then I'm not gonna say your marriage,
Don't
but
say my ex-husband
I'm
name,
not gonna say
please.
his name, but I mean you kind of it's like you really honestly you attracting these type of guys like in this. I think you kind of need that type of man. You know what I'm saying? Because
Leon,
you
are you
literally
taking Leon? Are you taking now?
no, I'm single. I'm single.
Would you
I was
like
going
to?
I was
Would you
gonna
like
head back to
to?
Atlanta. I was on my way today, and I was gonna meet back up with Victoria and kind of talk with her and everything and see
Yeah,
how
you can take her out to
things been going. But
lunch.
she we I did some crazy stuff in our relationship. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh.
I I I don't know. Like I know she forgave me for some stuff, but
We friends, we cool.
yeah, I don't
Let
think she. I know she'll never overlook that
Meet
stuff.
herself right now. But he's just gonna be as a friend, you guys. And it's
Mhm.
good to have somebody to talk to. Again, she probably just needs someone to make her laugh, just to go out to lunch. That's it.
pretty much and go home. Go
And
home.
go home. And that's it.
Go
So
home.
Leon, are you gonna take her out to lunch and just make her laugh and let her go home
He
alone?
slept with a
And
man. What y'all funny?
Y'all, Leon
No,
is
is
he,
not
can
gay.
you
I
tell
can
her
why
her
already.
that?
joke?
That
No,
man is
Is
not
he
gay.
y'all
funny?
funny.
Is he funny? Are they saying no? Is he funny? Can you tell her joke now?
Let me tell y'all something. And look, I'm Victoria. Let me ask you a serious question. I mean, I know it's a little public right now, but can I ask you a really, really serious question? I've been wanting to ask you this. I don't, if it's too much
What,
for
Leon?
Bigo, just let me know. Okay? Don't
Just
even you
ask
don't you
Leon.
know.
Just ask Leon at
And
this
please
point.
be honest with me. If you don't wanna say it, I understand. But okay,
Okay.
because my mom always thought this, my brother thought this, Janisha thought this. I even thought it for a while, but let me just ask. Okay, so is it what has it always been a percent in your mind, like any percent in your mind that you kind of wanted us to you know you know what I mean, man? Like, did you kind of want us to stay a thing and everything?
Yeah, I was with you for 5 years. I thought we would get married, but you had to do something stupid.
Yeah, because I always felt that, man. Like even when we get back in touch with each other,
Like
I
I
just be
still talk
feeling
to your
like,
mom. Like I go to your mom every holiday. Like, come on now.
yeah.
You messed me up. It's all Leon's fault, y'all. He the reason
I'm
I'm
I
stupid. Look,
and you know what? I'm gonna be
Leon.
honest. I actually do, and I always apologize to you because I do seriously like I mean this like from the bottom of my heart. I be feeling like the mistakes that I made really had you know influence on your on the guys you came across after me, man. Because I don't think that I think that really was like traumatizing. You know what I'm saying?
Don't make me
And
cry.
I'm just being real with you. No,
You know the
because I
mental
be
illness
seeing
is a
it, man.
man problem.
And I be like, damn, like
Listen,
because
mental
I'm gonna
illness
be
is
honest. I
all.
swear to
Can I
God,
say
Victoria.
this?
Okay, go ahead.
The mental illness is all men. mental. What's the first three letters in mental? Men. Even when we have cramps, what's the first three letters in menstruation?
Mm-hmm.
Menopause.
Man.
Men.
Look,
I'm
okay.
telling you. What's another
So
men?
because I'm gonna be honest, when and I'm gonna be honest right now. I'm gonna open up a little bit too because all right. So Victoria, that's my first love. Everything, right?
Manipulation. I love
She
that.
so you know we lived together, been through all kind of stuff together and everything. I remember this one argument we got into. I was skinnier back then when I used to date her, but she called me small. Like she talked about my arms being small. And honestly, after we broke up, I swear to God, to this day, that that was the whole reason that I even got into personal training and everything. So I'm
Wow.
like, okay, so it had that effect on me,
Mm-hmm.
and and I feel like I kind of had that same effect on you too. But you actually, you got married, you had kids and everything. But it's like even when we would come around each other, when I was in a relationship and you was in a relationship, I still felt like you know it was something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too. It's always been weird, but
Yeah, man.
y'all stop calling him gay. I have never seen a gay bone in Leon's body. I have known this man since we was
You want to
teenagers.
tell him
Leon,
what
I
I
have
are
did?
you straight?
never.
Are you heterosexual male, Leon?
Yeah, I'm only attracted to women. Only
Okay,
attracted to women.
there you have it. So
But
y'all
look,
back.
so they want to know what I did. I mean, you want to let them know?
Just tell him what you did.
Okay, so let me walk y'all through it before I just say exactly what it was. Okay. All right. So first of
No,
all,
just say what you did.
man, you gotta let me
He
explain
cheated
it
with
though.
my roommate. And that was it.
Oh,
I didn't trust
Leon.
nobody after that. I trust no man. Like,
Okay. Look. Okay. So she wanted to move her friend in with us, Empress. She wanted to move her friend in, and her friend didn't have nowhere to stay or whatever. And her friend was, in Atlanta, wild party and all that type of stuff. And me and Victoria was going through a little, like we used to argue sometimes, right? And it'd be over little petty stuff. So I remember I was hungry or some shit. I don't know exactly what it was, but um, me and Victoria got into an argument. I think you didn't cook after we got
Manslaughter.
into that argument. So we didn't cook after we got into that argument. And her friend used to come to me and tell me stuff like, um, she don't treat you right or some shit like that. And at the time I wasn't thinking that she's, trying to, manipulate me or whatever. And then one day, I don't know what the hell Victoria did, but Victoria was gone. And y'all keep in mind, like we we young. So
still no
yeah, her
explanation.
friend was her friend was
Mm-hmm.
she was she was she was crying about something. I think it was something with her dad or something about her birthday or something, but she was crying. And then I mean, yeah, she was crying. And then I kind of
So he
gave her
slept with
like,
her.
look,
Yeah, he slept with
I
her. Long
I
story
felt
short, he
I
slept
felt
with her, and
bad
I was
for her.
done after that. I was
But
done. It was
how
on
but
and
how
popping.
can tears turn into sex? I don't understand that.
Because
And then
okay, so
somebody
she was
start
crying.
French kissing, like
Okay,
how did that
so let me
turn
tell
to
you.
sex?
All right, so Empress, look, okay, so she was crying, and I kind of felt bad for her crying, so I just kind of put my arm around her or whatever because she was crying, and literally like I don't even think I ever explained to Victoria the whole situation, but she was crying, and I put my arm like like stop crying, you know what I mean, like because I'm not gonna just be looking at her crying, pat her on the back, so I put my arm around her, and she she kind of kissed me or
Oh,
whatever.
I knew it was a kiss. So
And
let's
you kissed
reenact
her
this.
back?
Oh, okay, so let's
How did
reenact this.
that how did that work out for you, Leon?
I
How did
want to
that work
reenact
out for
this.
you?
Hey man, let's just say the rest was history.
So did he start dating her after that?
No,
No,
he
no,
ain't
no.
date her. He literally came to me. He was crying and stuff. He was like, I gotta tell you something. He couldn't even, because we
Oh,
had been together for like 5 years. So he couldn't be around me, and he had done
Right,
that.
right.
so he
So
came to you.
like he
Oh
started
my
acting weird.
God.
He
No,
told
that's not
me.
our
He came and
first.
told me, and he was
Yeah.
all, I'm
Oh
But let
my
me
so
tell
goodness.
y'all,
upset.
but
So
something
I'm
that
like,
I could now,
I don't care. Okay,
Victoria,
bye. We
you gotta
done.
remember what I always used to tell you through our whole relationship. I always told you, I said, I said, even though I love you and everything, I said the thought of saying that we are gonna only sleep with each other for the rest of our life does not that's not gonna be. I used to tell you that. The same thing I told all of my ex-girlfriends. The same thing. But you was the first person that I loved and actually told you that. I said I'll never believe
Oh,
that I'll be the only man you sleep with for the rest of my life, and and it's the same thing. And I didn't, I didn't plan on sleeping with her or nothing, but that's just what it is, man. And I honestly, like I said, I feel like a
oh.
lot of that trauma you taking with you with these guys, man, for real.
So do you
Like
regret it?
I haven't. I mean, yeah, I regretted it, but what I'm saying is, I feel like after us, I've never seen you with a guy that I felt like, I don't want to say like that gave you what I feel like you worth. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I know how you are, but I'm just like, damn, man. Even even your ex husband, I never felt like he could be how you should be, like, treat you how I feel like you should be treated. Because me and him, we still used to hang around each other and everything. And I used to always just be like, man, I remember how we was when we wasn't arguing and all of that stuff. And I'm like, I don't think that a guy has. I mean, I'm not taking nothing away from your ex husband or nothing, but I just don't feel like you have been treated a certain type of way to a point to where you just feel like, you know, uh, uh, um, like a queen. You know what I mean? Cause he used to do some
He's
bullshit
done being
for
business.
real. He used to do some bullshit. I mean,
Well,
and I
Okay,
think
somebody in the comments wants to say something real quick. Hold on, Leon. Let me just let one of the
okay.
someone in the comments. I can't see him. You're gonna have to say hi, King Beezus. You're gonna have to say hi or something. Say hi. There you go.
But what up, y'all? But yeah, I feel like
hold on, let
I
me see
know how
that.
you. I know
Hi.
you like real.
Hey,
Hey, King.
Okay, my question is, I just want to ask, like, where's your father been through all these years of dating these men? Like, has he
I
been
met
involved in your
I met
life?
my
And
dad when I was 21, and when I met him, that
oh,
was my first time ever knowing about him or meeting him in my life.
hmm.
And he sells dope in the bluff.
And so you've never had like a man in your life to give you the guidance you need to kind of
I mean,
date,
I had my
you know?
grandpa, but I had my
Yeah.
grandpa, he died, and then I have a stepdad.
Her stepdad is
Right,
take it to
He's a
Jesus.
pastor.
Just go
right,
pray about
right. Because I'm kind of seeing like there had to be a pattern of lack of male role model in your life because all of these men you're choosing have all done you wrong, and there's no clear path of like a specific type of man because you see Leon, then you see Greedy, and then there's like all these random different kind of men going on in your life. So you don't have like a clear vision of what kind of man you need to be with because you never had a man in your life that was actually there for you. And that's sad to me. I don't like to see women down and, you know, all it's just sick to me. And these
Yeah.
men are going to prey on you because they see that in you. They're going to tell you, oh, I'm this, I'm that, and you're gonna believe them because you don't know anything else. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna fall for everything they say because you're gonna they're gonna tell you, because they see it in you that you haven't had that in your life. So I think what you need to do is get with a therapist, get with or a black man that is a role model, and cling on to him and let him guide you as to what a man is, because these men are not men. You know what I'm saying? These are not men. These are bums. And any man in your life would have told you this a long time ago, a real man.
Hey, that's
So
not nice.
My
I'm just,
stepdad, he
I'm
always
so,
say
I'm sorry,
stuff.
I'm sorry, Leah, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm
No, no,
like,
for real.
as a
Can I say this
woman.
though?
Hmm.
Can I? In all
Juror
fairness,
number
though,
9.
like at the at the end is when that ended up happening. Like me and
Right,
Victoria was having a little bit, a little bit going on
right.
before I made that mistake or whatever. And
Hmm.
and I think, I think we also got to be kind of realistic. Like I think, I'm not saying um our relationship was perfect or whatever, but I mean
Think that you
bad, but Victoria got her shit too. I remember the little stuff that
Right.
Victoria did too. That most guys that you probably talking about will be like, man, that's a fucking red flag. So like, I think if we can get Victoria to take some type of accountability too, then she'll start making the changes she need to make. Because we can't just keep blaming us. Like I know, I honestly, I've never been told that I was a bad boyfriend or anything. I had my
You
my
wasn't. You was a
flaws.
cheat. You just lied and cheated, and there's certain stuff I'm not gonna accept.
I love women. So at the end of the
mm.
day,
All right, we
that's a
got a question
that's
here for Buff. Buff, you got a question?
Um, Now I have a statement. One thing you do see that she never lied about nothing. She never lied about anything. No matter how bad it sounded, she never lied, and that's the first step to admitting. What people don't really know is that mental health is real. You know what I'm saying? And you start to see it when we going through this pandemic. You know what I'm saying? So
mhm.
I just want to tell you that everything you going through, everybody has, any woman has been through that, and you're going to be okay. It may take time to heal, but one thing I can say that when you was up there, you didn't lie. You ain't care how bad it sounded, but you didn't
Yeah.
lie.
Even though people
And
was
I
calling
just
me
Yeah.
a liar, I'm like, you can say that, but hey, I'm telling the truth. Like, it is what it
so
is.
so I just want to let you know that you're going to be all right. It may take time, but you're going to be all right.
And
Thank you,
one
boo.
to one of the comments, I'm not blaming her. I'm not blaming her, because I was immature. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, we all got to take some type of accountability for, stuff too. Like, yeah. So I just wanted to make that clear.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a few things that you gotta change about yourself too. I could tell you what kind of the things that I noticed that I feel like you could have worked on a little bit more, and don't take that to no other relationship, because um I'm gonna say guys that are not strong enough to handle how you are won't be able to deal with
What? Cause my mouth and I'm violent.
man, look.
I'm violent, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I am. Real quick. I really, y'all probably think I'm weak, but I be fuck real quick.
Man, yeah, that fighting stuff. No, I
I
actually
don't
even
fight no
remember.
more.
I remember Victoria. I remember you telling me that make you. I remember you telling me that when after you like makeup sex basically. So sometimes arguing would turn you on, man, for real. Like you really used to try to piss me off so we could have makeup sex. Like it's something about like these type of
That's
guys,
toxic.
aggressiveness. I don't know if it's aggressive. I don't know if it's like, violent guys, whatever. But that shit, you like that. That's what you like. So we can't be acting like you looking for, a pastor for your husband. You want a bad boy type of person. That's the
No, I
guys you
don't.
like.
I'm tired of bad boys. I'm tired of
Man,
bad
you
boys, for real.
Victoria, you know damn well. Like
I'm tired of
I
bad boys.
was
On
probably
God.
Don't
I
tell
was
her,
actually
Leon. Leon, you haven't dated her
yes.
in years. You can't tell her where she's at right
Right.
now.
No,
You
but I was
talking
I
about are you talking about 15? How many years you talking about, baby?
we've kept in touch through all my relationships. I still talk to Victoria when I was in my last relationship. She was friends with my ex, and I was friends with her. It's crazy though, man. Look, I could tell them the whole fucking thing. It's a twist
No,
to this
man,
that
these are
y'all are
gonna
missing
troll me
out.
forever.
It's
These
a
are gonna
twist,
troll me
y'all.
forever.
But I'm not gonna say it. But it's a twist to her.
But you're
You
going too
know,
far. But Leon, I think you're getting a bit too
okay,
personal. Like it's one thing to come up here
right,
and check on her, but you
all
going
right,
too personal in the past. Like
Yes.
it's given
okay,
no,
okay.
yeah.
I feel you.
You're getting a
Okay,
bit
all right.
too
I will
yeah.
apologize for that. I will, when I start reminiscing, I'll apologize. But
Yeah.
Victoria, I do want you
But
Reminisce
to
for
just
know.
how
call me,
long.
Leon. Call or text me. We'll
Yeah,
talk on
you
the
can do
phone.
this on the the reminisce can
So
get a bit
before I go, I do want to say, um, I do want the best for you, man. I hope that get everything figured out. And yeah, I mean, I'll talk to you. You come to my panels and stuff like that anytime. We'll you know talk. But I don't
Right.
like
I'll
seeing you
text you when
crying,
I get
and,
off.
and I don't like seeing you crying like that. I know your situation
yeah,
is
y'all say
relatable to a
bye to
lot of.
Leon. Bye, Leon. We
Oh,
love
bye,
you.
y'all. All right,
Bye. We
Empress.
done gave
Thank
you
you.
more than enough because I wasn't focused. Bye, baby. And you talking in circles. You're doing too much. Bye, Leon. Y'all say bye to y'all friend. I'm just saying. Yes. No, Leon. You did too much. No, we love you, Leon. Bye. Hello. So I'm glad you're smiling, sis, but I know behind that smile is a broken girl. So what we're gonna do for you is I'm gonna bring Bad Girls Club up, and what we got to do is commit to some. Although I know you're still gonna seek therapy, but we're gonna have to commit to some type of what I've been doing. I've been going off all day, Paige. Yes, girl, because the interview I had for y'all, it was a mess. This guy on the so y'all that didn't see the first interview I had today, Tyrus on the app, Tiras. He been sending out women nudes. He been sending out their nude pictures. He owed this one lady 20 dragons and don't want to pay. Y'all missed a good interview, and it was all these women that came together to help one girl out, and he been playing all of them. He cussed me out good today, y'all, on another interview panel, but that's okay. We made
Oh my
awareness.
God.
Some of the women wrote Bigo on him. He owe a lot of women, and it's all women he take advantage of. It's on YouTube. It might be on YouTube. Is it on YouTube? The Man That Prey on Women. That would be the name of my YouTube.
What? I gotta go look at
The
that.
Man That Prey. That was if she put it. Did you put it up, Fruitful? Did you put the show up on you? Is it on? Is it? It's on there. Is it y'all telling me? Because I didn't go watch it yet. The whole thing will be on there if it's on there. Is it there? Savvy Lana, is it there? So nobody can tell me is it there. None of my team. Fruitful ain't here to tell me if it's there. Yeah, I'm talking. I'm gonna talk to Vic. I'll look. Go look. Okay, somebody's gonna look. Okay, so Vic was in my charm school. So a lot of you don't know I have a charm school that is on a lot of that's on Bigo. I can be your Bigo mama. I love you, Queen. So what I do is I talk to the ladies and we have challenges. The first challenge we had is I told all the ladies to write a letter to their mothers. That was the first challenge. Queen Vic wrote a letter to her mother and her stepfather, and she had everybody in tears. So my panel is more like a Hallmark panel for women that are broken, maybe raped, molested, beaten, and just dragged. That's what my channel is. Despite what people say or try to do to me, my objective is to make sure that these ladies have an ear to listen to and then someone to talk to when this camera goes off. And that's what I provide to them. And whatever they tell me is what I keep close to heart. Okay. So basically, she was one of my charm students, and she was always so quiet and she was very still. And now I see what's happening. So I have a newfound love for her, and now I have a newfound agenda for my Queen V. And with the help of Bad Girls Club, we're gonna get us a little circle, and we're gonna have conversations with you so that you can open your mind and you'll have an outlet to really let it out, because you just want to let some stuff out. Okay, and it's okay. And find yourself, and I'm gonna assist you. Okay. Also, you will still do some therapy, but we will assist you in making you smile again from the heart, making you smile from your spirit. And that's what I'm going to be here for. And I told you girls in the beginning, if you need me, I'm here. I talk to you guys offline. I do that. Yeah. Okay. So that's what we're going to do for you, because you're a broken sweetheart and we got to help you slowly mend. It's going to take some time, but we're going to activate your healing.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. So Charm School, you guys, I don't know if she's going to come back to another season of Charm School. Charm School is real deep. It's beautiful. But when she wrote a letter to her mom, she just basically told her mom, you ain't never been there for me. If I ask you a question, you tell me to go pray about it. All she wanted was a hug from her mom, or a good ear, or some real motherly advice, and she could never get it. And she wrote a letter. All the ladies, even Bad Girls Club, come up, Bad Girls, she wrote a letter to her mother. Now, what you guys don't know, you'll be getting an interview from her. This young lady was raped. She was raped by her uncle, somebody that was like this with her, close, her dad's brother. She was on my Charm School as well. It's funny how God put all these beautiful young ladies that are broken little baby dolls in my path. You was raped by your brother, Shantina. You were molested by your brother. All of us can relate some kind of way. And she's now good friends with Queen Vic from the show. They're good friends now. She's the one that called me and said, Empress, tonight Queen Vic needs to talk to you. We need to tell her story tonight. She came, she talked to Queen Vic, she agreed, and they came and got me. Okay? And not only this young lady in box 2 was raped, she's going through a lot. She got a husband and she got kids that she's adopting that don't even belong to her. And you see how Queen Vic is going through it and losing it, and she needs a break. Box number 2 can't even get a break because her husband has a sister that don't want her children, and she's having to take on 5, 6 kids so these kids don't go into the system. This woman is young and tired in box number 2, but she's doing her best, and she's so torn because now it's been months and months and months she's had these kids and the mom don't want them, but she's tired. And what does a woman do? What can she do? She has kids that she loves. She don't want them to go in the system, but she's tired. She's never had a break. She's never been able to live her life. She's drained. So she's torn between, do I give these kids back or do I keep them? Because if I give them back, they're going into the system. But if I keep them, I'm going to lose my mind. So y'all don't know what these women are going through. Y'all don't know what these women are going through. So these are 2 new sisters that found each other through my Charm School. If you guys
I just want to tell Vic that I am so proud of you. I'm happy that you came up here to be super transparent. You already know that everybody is not going to agree with your decisions, but it's your life. You have to make mistakes to learn. And this was a mistake, but you know you're learning from it. And that's all that matters. You know you're a good mom. You know you're a good person. You're a good friend. And I know you didn't want to do this interview, but like I told you, I'd rather you get it out now than to continuously go do it day by day by day by day.
Yeah, because you wouldn't have it. She was like, you finna have to do this interview. Because she was like, I don't like the way he's bashing you.
And it wasn't even that. We had already agreed on the phone, like, we're not going to talk about it. You know, you can say you're single, but that's it. Like, don't even mention it. And then when he got on live, I was just like, no, just say your piece and let it go. Like, that's all you need to do. I mean, obviously, you're going to have people that disagree, but that's because they haven't fixed their own situations yet. So they got to pick apart other people's. And you got to just take the good with the bad. Like, I don't feel I would have been comfortable enough to do what Imp did because I would have been biased. And just watching you cry, it really hurt me.
This is her new
I'm just
sister.
sorry that you even had to go through that. And I know you didn't really want to. That's what really bothers me.
Because you know more than anybody. Like, and I was confused and everything. I don't know.
I'm just happy you got your peace back. Just keep your peace. Protect your peace. That's yours. We don't have a lot of stuff to ourselves. And the fact that I can only be an ear to you, that's all I can be. But I'm going to always be an ear. Always. So I'm just happy you got your peace back. Like, just, if you don't protect nothing else, protect that. You and your daughter's peace. Don't ever let nobody else come in and interrupt your peace.
True.
Because it's hard to get it back to where you had it. It's so hard. I'm going through it. You know I am. So
Girl, it's okay. I'm good though. I'm just glad that shit over with. I'm really glad it's over with. This fake New York motherfucker weird as a bitch. What are you? What the fuck are you? Man, boy, what are you, bitch?
that stuff you guys just ignore. Like,
I know,
you
I be
got to.
trying to ignore it, but these people be weird as
I
a
know it's
bitch.
hard. I
Bro.
know it's hard, but like,
They act like they don't go through shit, man.
exactly. Like, it's literally, you're the only one literally going through something. And you're not. And you know other people are going through. Some people are going through worse than you. You just got to ignore it.
Wow.
She did all this before and she's already admitted that she made a dumb mistake, y'all. Like, we make those mistakes. We have to. It's not even that, you want to make the mistake. You have to. You're not going to know how to do things right if you don't do them wrong first. You're never going to know. You're not going to know what a good man is unless you went through some horrible ones. Like, you have to make mistakes to be better. It's a learning lesson.
Hey.
Just the next time when you come across a man, now you know what red flags you need to watch out for.
Mm-hmm.
And you know when you're vulnerable, what you will take and what you won't take. This time, just use this as a full lesson of what you should not allow in anybody. Not a boyfriend, not a friend, not a family member,
Right.
anybody.
And sometimes it take a
Right.
lesson just to get to a blessing, you know? You gotta
Yeah, and
learn a
it's
lesson.
it's
I
it's
believe that it's a
sad that
blessing in every lesson.
yes,
Yes.
it's sad. It's really sad that you have to literally deal
New
with
York.
these ain't shit people to see the good in people, but we're all so many different creatures.
I
You
don't see
have
New
to do
York.
that because not a lot of people are the same. You don't know what you're
Y'all
gonna
keep the
get when
fake
you
New
deal
York.
with
I
a
don't
new
see her.
person.
Okay. Listen. I don't see the fake New York. Can y'all kick her?
She already been kicked. It says she already
They
kicked a
said there's a
while ago.
part two.
Oh, okay.
She's back. So I love
Yeah.
the sisterhood. I love the bond that you guys have gotten from Charm School. Y'all need to follow Charm School on Twitter at Bigo Charm School. And if you want to see any of the Charm School videos, they're on Bigo. They're on YouTube on the Empress Paris. Also, as a host, you guys, if you want, I would like y'all to vote for me in this little thing that's moving. This is the gala vote to get me some tickets. If you love the show and you love my content, and if you just like me as a person, please find in your heart to vote for me at some point, even if it's not today, tomorrow, or the next day. You guys get to vote every day. And I know you're going to vote for your favorite host, but if you want, please vote for me as well. You guys more than likely know how to vote. Vote for me in the Gala 2021 to get my numbers up. I really appreciate it. But in the meantime, in between time, we got work to do. You're welcome, Shantina. We do have work to do. I'm not just going to let my girls go like this. We are going to have a sister circle where we have a conversation maybe twice a week. Thank you, Waterboy, for voting for me. Y'all, please vote for me. Get my numbers up. I appreciate it. We will be having the interview with the Bad Girls Club. There's a lot of ladies that have been raped and molested. Who in the comments have been raped or molested? Who in the comments? What ladies? How many ladies? Or men? Who's been raped or molested? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh no. I hate to see that.
Yeah.
I hate to see that.
This is what we're dealing with, y'all. This is what we're dealing with. And who's going to bring this real conversation to the forefront? Nobody won't do it on Bigo. They don't want to do it because a lot of people they sweep it on the rug, or they're afraid to talk about it, or they just don't care. It's a lot of us in here that have been hurt, that we're scarred. It's even women right now, they're 40s, that's still torn by what happened to them when they were 8 years old. There was one of the guys on my Prince Charm School, because I have a charm school for girls and a charm school for guys. He wrote a letter to his childhood. He wrote a letter to his childhood because it wasn't good for him being a young man growing up gay. Can you imagine writing a letter to your childhood? You
Same
completely
thing,
blocked
Kit
it.
Kat. Same
Why
thing.
did you block it out, Kit Kat? How bad was it? How bad was it, babe? So many women said me. I know, so sad. I'm sending out healing vibes to everybody. I've gotten so used to women coming to me now. You were raped by your pastor, auntie. You were raped by the pastor. And you know
Yes,
what's
it
funny? A
affects
lot of
it.
y'all didn't say one word. Y'all held on to this, and that man continued to touch and rape and molest y'all because y'all wanted to protect him, and you didn't want to embarrass your mom and dad. So you kept these secrets for years. Bree said, I told.
I'm glad you did, because that's not easy to do.
It's not. So I want y'all to understand when I come to y'all with these types of stories, we got to embrace our sisters. And if a man, and can I tell y'all what Tyrus did to one girl today? The guy that when I did the first interview, his big old ID is TIRAS. Don't you know he told one of the girls that he was dating, he said it was her fault that she got raped at 13. He said that's why you got raped when you was 13. It was your fault. She trusted him with that secret. It was something she hadn't shared on live. She trusted him because she was caring for him. And Tyrus, yep. And he threw it back up in her face and said, because of her rape, it was her fault that she got raped at 13.
And that's why
He
it's so
threw
scary to
it
say
back in her
anything.
face. And it was a big interview today, and all these ladies came together to support her because out of all the women that were being cheated and battered and beaten down by him verbally, she was the weakest link because she was the one that was still in love with him. And then when she woke up, all the ladies that had been warning her for all these months, get away, get away, get away, they finally came together today and helped her tell her side of the story. It was fascinating to see women that once liked each other, started hating each other, came back together today to help one. It was a good interview, y'all, but a lot of y'all missed it. It was good. It was so good. I'm about to go watch that. Oh my God, yep. He's something crucial. But see, y'all didn't miss part 2. Part 1 was all the ladies on my panel. Part 2 was his behind being interviewed on another panel by another woman. And I went over there and read him the filth. I read him.
Was he like, what was he saying? Was he defending what he said?
He was just trying to say that it wasn't no revenge porn. I said, let me tell you what revenge porn is, buddy. And I had to pull up the revenge porn definition for him
Yeah,
because I
because they
had
don't
already
think that
looked it up.
sending it is revenge porn, and it
Right.
is
Send,
because if
it's
it's for you, it's for you.
right. When it's not, this girl didn't consent to this. These women got their whole bodies wide open for you, and you sending their stuff out without their consent. That's revenge porn. And not only that, your
Yep.
face is in the FaceTime photo with their bodies. It's you.
Yep.
It's you. And I read him. He cursed me out, but I read him good. I read him good. Yes. So
And
yeah,
sending out
y'all.
malicious. Yep, that's exactly what it is, and it is a crime.
So I will be interviewing this Lady Bad Girls Club, and I will be interviewing more women that have a story to tell. Mm-hmm.
Yes, because you definitely helped me. I had been wanting to just like
We threw her
get
I
out.
out
wrote
how I
her
was feeling.
early in the week because I really felt like you called me like a couple days ago, and you was like, "These last 3 days have been so hard," and all I can do is just tell you the same thing I've been telling you, like just don't pay them no mind. But I felt like that wasn't enough. It sounded like you were breaking, like you were just
Yes, I
overly
kept calling
tired.
you, girl. I
Yeah, and
kept
I'm like,
calling
what
you.
else can I tell her other than what I'm saying? So I text Imp like, please, can you just talk to her for me? Like I done lost friends from them being depressed. Like and I didn't want that to happen to you.
Where's the fake New
So
York?
you
I
could
can't.
tell I was getting depressed.
Yes. You didn't sound like there was no happiness in your voice whatsoever. And y'all don't know, but even last night when she was live, where y'all all saying like her energy is different, she was so miserable last night. She just smiled. Like y'all seen a smile on her face and thought she was happy. She was literally, she was going through it.
Mm.
And we just put on a smile and you think everything is okay. It's not. It's not okay. Like he was literally doing something on live last night, and y'all thought she was okay with that because she was sitting there smiling, but she was literally upset and hurt. Like she like literally told me that broke
What
her.
did she do? Did she touch his body parts or something?
No, no, he was on live last night, like asking people for cash apps and stuff, and it was on her live. So people were sending him cash apps, but they were also asking him, like, well, what's her cash app? Because we want to send it to her, and he was ignoring them. So I immediately text her, like, listen, if you need something, I'll text it to you, I'll give it to you, but not him. And he wouldn't let her see her phone. He was like ignoring it. So eventually, I don't know if you want me to say this, but eventually I found out today that he used that to buy drugs, and it's stuff that he could have been helping her with.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Girl, you done went through it in a short period of time, girl. Right,
Right, a
Shantae?
week,
You done went through it.
a
Oh my
week.
God. Mm-mm-mm.
So
Some
I was
women
like,
do
yeah,
think
I
that,
can't.
but
I did some dumb stuff going to get him back, but I felt bad because when he called me, he was just like, man, I'm uncomfortable over here, man. I don't do this tranny thing. Come get me. I felt bad.
and she wasn't like, it wasn't no easy decision. She was going back and forth, like, should I? She was questioning herself, like, do you think this is the right thing to do? I can't obviously tell you that, but you know.
Yeah, that's her nervous smile. So this is
Mhm.
Yeah.
this is what your supporters want to do. They want to know why you kicked them though. Like if they want to come and support you and talk to you, they're just trying to support you and tell you what's right and wrong. They were just like why you were cussing them out and kicking them. They just want to know that.
I mean, I wasn't cussing them out, kicking them only when they asked about my daughter. That was the only thing because I said, don't ask me about my daughter. That's all. I just said, y'all, please respect it. Don't ask about my daughter. She stays with my mom. So it's not a
So
problem.
she's really saying, y'all, this wasn't the cursing was not for everybody. It wasn't meant for everybody. It was just
Right, she
mainly for the
apologized.
people that were insulting her and just kept asking her about her daughter. That was a trigger point for her. Nope, you kicked me for telling you to leave Rita alone. So they saying some of them saying you kicked them for telling you to leave
I
Rita alone.
kicked you or did the admins kick you? Because I don't
Admin
kick
definitely did.
people. The
And
admins
she
kick
did
you. And if you
apologize.
don't notice, y'all, if you are one of my supporters, If you don't notice, those aren't my admins. Greedy added all his admins. I only got like 2 admins that's my personal admins up there. Those are his admins.
And even though y'all think she was being like nasty, everything y'all was saying, she was
Lady,
taking into account. She
Lady
would
D,
call
what
and
do
be
you need to
like,
contact me for? You want to come? Go ahead, I'm listening. Because Lady D keeps saying she wants to contact me. I need to see why.
she would call and be like, the comment said this. You think they're right? Like she wasn't just ignoring y'all. She was listening to what y'all was saying. She was going back and forth in her own mind. Like, should I listen to these comments? Because everybody is telling me I'm stupid, and she really was. Even though she didn't address it to y'all, but she definitely was paying attention to what y'all was saying.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely was. And I want my supporters back because we had a good time in my life. We had a peaceful, all that, man. That's why I was so upset because I felt like it changed what I
Okay,
had
Sunny
going
Girl.
on.
And Sunny Girl validated. She said she kept telling you guys stop asking about her daughter. Sunny Girl validated.
Some of them weren't even nasty. Some of them were like, you should care more about your daughter. They were saying true stuff, but you know, when you're with the man, you trying to show him loyalty, and he kept yelling at her about, you should take up for me. When they talking about me, take up for me. And so she felt like she had to.
Yes, that's why I'm like, that's why you did what I called you and said yesterday. I was like, I'm sick of taking up for him and he don't
Yeah,
take
she
up for
said
me.
that. She said when, because he was actually on her live and everybody was talking about her and how she looked like Blanco, and he was just laughing. He was not taking up for her, and she immediately called like, "Dang, I'm taking up for him, and he's not even taking up for me." All this stuff within a week, she did play all this stuff in her mind, so it wasn't just a split decision. Everything added into pieces today.
And say that again, Mary. He had his admins taking my life.
Yep,
All his admins are my admins. So that's
he
not me
did.
picking y'all.
That's a manipulator. He was very calculated in all his decisions. He knew exactly what he wanted to do to get her to do exactly what he wanted him to do. And unfortunately, she fell for some of it. Luckily, she didn't
B
stay with
said
this
she,
man for years and
she
years and
said
get
she,
like,
Tiffany B said she loved you and she wanted to cry last night when she saw you. Let me hear from Lady real quick. Lady B D, how you doing?
Hey y'all, I wanted to know how to contact you because I have a real life horror story. Like my life is a horror story. I was born, my mother was told to abort me. She was told I would never walk, never talk, never be able to have children. Um, I she refused because she was a Jehovah's Witness. Um, Gave birth to me. I was born with degenerative joint disease, which made my right leg 16 centimeters shorter than my left. And but I walked at 8 months old. I have 6 children, including identical twins. So, baby, I don't care what's going on now. And I'm 49. I'll be 50. All of my children are grown. I don't have any that are in jail or they all got their own stuff. I did good and I did
Mm.
it alone. No government assistance, no none of that. My kids have always lived in a home. I've never been able to work. That's how physically disabled I am. But I made a way with my mind. You can do anything you want to do. It's within you. We don't use we only use a portion of our brain, baby. And if you just focus and pray to God, you can be whatever you want to be. Trust me, I know. I was raped in a full body cast, from my chest to my ankles with a hole cut out in the middle to keep my hips in place. And I was raped by my uncle on a coffee table at 11 years old, and that like 6 days after having surgery. So I know, and that's not even the worst part of it. But I kept asking how to contact you because I know my story can help a lot of people. It can help a lot of people. So that's why I don't want to take away from what's going on now. So that's why I just wanted to know how to contact you. So maybe we can talk at some point and I can tell you the story and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Lana, drop the number. Lana and Savvy, please drop the number in the comments. Oh my God.
Okay, I will. I
They're
will.
gonna drop it for you right now, baby.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Okay, 8445. It stands with a
All right,
five.
I
Get
got
the
it.
one with the
Thank.
5. 8445. Oh Lord
Okay, I
Jesus.
thank you. And Queen, if you ever want to contact me, just message me. I'll check my messages on here. I'll give you my number, and you can call me.
Okay.
I
Okay, I
promise
followed
you,
you too.
we can have a conversation, babe, and I can
Okay.
help you. I can help you.
So
All right,
many
I'm
crazy.
gonna get down, y'all.
Girl, you make my pressure go up. Love you, Lady D.
All right, love y'all too.
Jesus. Oof. Y'all,
Uh,
listen. We got to stop beating down on each other. Y'all don't know what we going through. You don't know what woman been through what and what woman been through when and where she going and where she coming to make her who she is today. Y'all don't know why. Y'all don't know. But yet we beat down these girls and we judge them. Yeah, but you don't know. You don't know their walk. New York ain't here no more, y'all. What happened before she left, she dropped all those things right there. So they
mm.
just go. I think if you go out and come back in, you won't see them. Yeah, she dropped them. Yeah, leave and come back. She dropped them before she left. She just. Well, we're not telling stories right now, y'all. So y'all can contact me, or we need more hosts. Thank you. Yeah.
Yes, Keeks. Yes, definitely. Cause
For real.
I don't tell everybody my business, but I am like she makes you feel comfortable enough
Mhm.
to say, what's your problem. Even with the interview, like I've never ever talked about my uncle. She just found this out recently. I never talked about that, not even with my mother. So if you ever feel like you need to say something or you in the worst place, this is the place to come.
Yes.
For real. And I was thinking about quitting the app. I was like, today's finna be my last day. But it's like, I still just want to change the narrative. Like, everybody always reading each other, talking about each other, putting each other down. Like, why we
Mhm.
can't talk like this?
Thank you, Mom.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to have a conversation at some point. And I do my best just to have a conversation. I get frustrated, but I know if I'm going to talk to a woman, she can hear my voice, I can hear hers, we can get somewhere. Because been a lot of people that done came at me, and I have to basically determine who's for me and who's against me. And there's been
Yes.
some that have talked about me bad, but as women, we said, okay, she said this, and I said, I forgive you, and we good. I got a
Mhm.
woman around me right now talked about me because a friend said this and that. I mean, they were dragging me, plotting other stuff up about a this and a man. And today we good. This girl rides for me. She makes sure I'm good and I make sure she's okay. And this is a woman I ain't never met, woman off this app. But when you woman enough to apologize, then that other woman needs to be woman enough to receive it. Not Eb. I mean, Eb ain't never had no issue. It was another woman.
And it's not even the fact that she listen, y'all. That's not even what it is. Because I done had a lot of people that can listen to me. It's the fact that it's a lot of stuff that she's going through as well. She's going through her own things as well. She just lost a partner. And at the time I'm going through my problems, she also went through her own and
Oh,
still
yeah.
was able to be an ear without judgment. That's what it is for me. It's not about her listening or being another person I can call. It's about the fact that if you have problems, and that's what I want Vic to understand, I have a lot of problems going on, but that doesn't mean my problems are bigger than yours. I'm still going to be here for you with no
Yeah.
judgment. And that's what it's about. She always does that.
So what she's saying is, my guy of over 10 years died from COVID on September the 21st. And then we had his funeral 2 weeks ago. And then in the midst of that, my brother got married. Then my daughter had a birthday. So I've been to a wedding, a funeral, a wedding, and a birthday party, all in like a matter of like weeks. So he died, and I'm heartbroken and I'm sad, but I have mourned. And I mourn a little differently than other people, but I think about him every day. I think about him every night, and I have conversations with him every day and every night.
My
And
condolences,
um,
Em.
yeah,
Yes. And she's
so
still going. She's still pushing. She's still listening. She's still helping. She's still healing. She's still treating like she's still going. And
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 I'm
you don't
traveling from
find a lot
state
of people like that.
Every day I'm on the planes, traveling, trying to work, and I'm still working. I didn't even take off work. It helped me to stay at work until all the funeral arrangements and stuff was taken care of. So I went through that. Yeah, it's a lot, but I survived it. I made it. And now I'm just kind of heartbroken because I just know he loved me so much. And yeah.
Right, Taylor. But she's honest about doing that before, and that's what matters to me. I don't like when people pretend as if they've always been a saint, because none of us have. I don't care if
Right.
you grew up in the church. I grew up in the church. None of us have always 100% been a saint. We all have done things that we wish we never did, or even maybe not
Yeah,
regret, but we done them.
same
And
here.
she's
Yeah.
willing to let us know, I've been where you are, so that's why I can help you now, as opposed to I'm 100% perfect, I'm the best. She don't do that.
No. Hell no. Oof. I couldn't even be that type of woman. For me to be condescending and pretentious and treat people like crap, that ain't even me. I couldn't even, oof, not even sleep. I couldn't even eat. My stomach will feel sick every day.
And
Like
she
just the
knows a
thought of,
liar. That's the most important for me. I can't stand, I hate when I feel like I'm being taken advantage or be lied to. Those are
Right.
like my biggest pet peeves. If I feel like you're taking advantage and playing on my intelligence, or you're lying to me, I just don't want to deal with you anymore, because I'm very open, and I'm able to deal with the truth. I can deal with, I done dealt with way worse than the truth, so I'm able to deal with it. So if you feel like you got to lie to me, that means you don't trust me.
absolutely. Yep. Just tell the truth. One thing about the truth, nobody can argue with it. If you
Right.
lie, you are not opening the doors for us to be combative, for us to
Mhm.
rebuttal. You're leaving
Mhm.
open-ended conversation. But when you tell your truth, we look at you and you can't, ain't no substitute for the truth. You just don't argue with it.
Yeah, you might not like it, but that's what my truth is.
Mm-mm. My YouTube, Miss Royal, is Empress Paris. A lot of videos ain't up, but there are some on there. Empress Paris. Empress Paris is the YouTube. Empress and then capital Paris. I think it's a space. hmm You can
It's
put
a
in Empress.
space, but you can still write it one word and it'll
Yeah.
come up.
Whew. Y'all, it's been a beautiful day. I'm blessed that you guys chose me to have this conversation with.
Yeah, because I
And
wouldn't have been able to do that. I'm sorry. I wouldn't have been able to.
it's
My
a real
anger probably would have gotten in the way. And that's another thing too. Like when you able to realize something is wrong, this is not right. Like this other person is wrong, but you still listen to what the other person. I can't do that. I don't have that kind of patience yet. That's something I always been working on, but it's just not there. It's not there. I don't know if it'll ever get there. I got too many kids.
mm, mm, mm. Is Fruitful here? Was Fruitful recording tonight?
I didn't
But
see
I
her
know
name in the comments.
yeah, sometimes she won't comment. She'll just record. She did. Okay. Oh Lord Jesus, Queen Vic, how's your spirit? How's your soul? And then what's our plan? Like when are we gonna talk? How many days a week are we gonna talk? We can talk about it in the WhatsApp, or you're in Atlanta, right?
Yeah, I'm in Atlanta.
And then Bad Girls in Florida.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
going to Atlanta next week to see her.
Oh, look at this. Look at this beautiful
I was
sisterhood.
actually there,
Oh,
like
we
right
talk
at her,
every day
like
though. I
right at her.
cannot go a day
Yes.
without talking to her.
Yeah, I was literally there, like, when I had to go up there for the situation. I was the mother met me literally like right by her house, and I was like, damn, I wish I would have seen her then, but
Absolutely come support.
I'm gonna go
Absolutely.
next
This is
weekend.
where women, absolutely. This is where you guys can come and let go some pain. Absolutely. This is the place. So I'm wondering if y'all gonna invite me to Atlanta once for dinner.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Queen Vic can fly to Florida.
She
Yeah, I
definitely
can
can,
handle.
because I think she needs a little change of scenery
Girl,
for a
yes,
couple
I
days.
do. I need a break.
Okay, Lady D. Well, I'm looking forward to meeting you guys at some point. Queen Vic, we got to lift your spirits up. And we got to get you. So my thing is, if you have a hobby or something that can keep you busy, it'll keep your mind from idling.
She
Right.
does. She like to cook. She like to do her makeup. Like she do stuff. Before she got back with him, she was doing good stuff.
And then you came
You
and
need to
shook
get
your.
back to that. Yeah, you need to get back to
Yeah.
that, baby, because that was
He
making
really
you
came
happy.
and shook it up.
Mm-mm-mm. I'm sorry all this happened to you, but I am glad that you're able to stand up straight down, walk it out. I'm
Right.
glad mom stood up and took your baby, and I'm glad that your mom did have a message for you, and that's something you've been longing for a very long time.
Right. 'Cause she sure
Hmm.
told me today. She said that boy is trouble. He's gonna destroy you. I was like, I got
And
scared.
I think that's why it made so much an impact, because you're not used to her being so, like, just not saying, not just pray.
Yeah,
She
and
actually
Yeah.
you
told you, like,
She
this
right
what
actually
you need to
told me
do.
something.
Yeah.
deep,
She
deep,
had
deep, deep.
goosebumps on her arms and she was telling me. She was like, he's trouble. I was like, it started scaring me. I was like, oh yeah, he gotta go today.
And you know what, Queen? See, girl, when God is on you and you have discernment, that's why you
Hmm.
keep getting sick and feeling weird and something just nudging you, girl. That's God saying, get this devil, this evil toxicity away from you. It's like you can't
Hmm.
even put your hand on it, but it's nudging you and just something. It's your spirit, girl. That's God telling you, get this. Your
That's what I
spirit don't
told
even
her.
want him around.
Hmm.
It ain't
Yep.
settling. It's evil in the midst and it got to be removed.
Yes.
That is true.
That's what that is. That's what
That is
that
true.
is.
Cause what I
You can
told you,
see, I
baby girl, I
can't
said I don't
explain
even want to
it. I
go
can't
home.
explain it,
Yeah,
girl.
she didn't even want to go in her own home, and you could never ever feel like you can't go in the place where you made a home. You made it a home instead of a
Girl,
house.
you
You
got to
did that.
pray through that house and burn some sage. Just pray
Hmm.
all through it and
That's
get it
exactly
all
what she said she was
together.
gonna do. Soon as she got
Mhm.
home, I swear to you, she called me. She said when I told her he was not there, she said she just can't wait to go home and sage her home and just light candles and pray, cause she wasn't herself. I was worried. I was to the point where I'm like, is this gonna be one of those times somebody call me and be like, she done did something to herself? That's how worried I was.
Yeah, I just
Y'all,
know
please make
I'm
sure
one of
y'all
them people
voting
that
for
can
me.
cover it up.
Everyone go in here and vote for me. I'm gonna see. You
What
see,
is it? What we voting on?
so the thing right up under this box number 3, the little thing that keeps moving, the one that says Gala 2021. You have to go in there and hit and click it. Then you vote for popular host. I need some
Oh,
votes, y'all.
wait, hold on. It does it say your name or
See, mine ain't
the
moved still at 8 o'clock. I'm still in 8th place. Y'all vote for me. Okay, so over here to the
oh,
one,
number 4. Okay. No, it said number 4 on my side.
I'm 4th place.
Yeah, it says Forge. Oh no, that's Prince Charm School. I was looking at the wrong person. Hold on. Where's your name at?
If you go in
How do
here and go down to popular, wait, I hit the wrong one. Go to the one that says Gala, the one that says Gala.
Yeah, I clicked on that and it's like a circle of people.
Well, I can't even get in it because of this damn New York thing. Why did she do this? Hit on Gala. Okay. And then go down and vote for popular host. Change to the popular host. And I'm still number
Popular
8.
host. I don't see that. PK.
Oh. It's the thing, it's the White House that says Gala 2021. It's right up on the box number 3, y'all.
No, I'm in that. I'm just trying to figure out where your name is at.
Switch it to popular host. It's if you go down, you got to switch the thing over to popular host. Make sure you're in
Oh,
the
I
one that
see
says
it.
Gala 21. It's the White House, right? So right up on the box number 3. I'm number 7 now.
Yeah, you're
Uh-oh.
number
Okay.
7. I see it. Oh,
Y'all
I
voting
already
for
voted for
me?
you. Oh, I can vote again. Let me see.
Yeah, you can vote again. I'm getting excited. All right, so right up on the box number 3, y'all. You voted,
Okay, yeah, I
Carmel?
just did it.
Go to the one that says Gala 2021. It's the one with the big house. And on the top of it say Gala 2021. Then when you go in there, change it to popular host. Yours still say number 8. I'm
Wait,
still
hold
number
on, ma.
8.
It say no, you're not. You're number 7.
Okay, I'm number 7 now. Thank you.
Okay, but
All
it's
right.
it's it's letting me vote more than once. I can do that.
Yay, vote more than once, y'all. I'm so excited.
It
Oh, my
says
favorite
spin
is
one
number
thing and
7.
vote.
Out. But what about Empress Paris?
Oh, that's what I was clicking on your family because I don't see the
Yeah, my
name. I
family
just
number
see ball
7.
and
What about me?
underscore.
Go to popular host. Change the popular host. There's a thing you change to popular host,
At the
y'all.
top, the
Go.
white bar, right? Is that what you're talking about? The
It
white bar
says
at the top?
popular host. No, it's gonna say popular host. One say
Oh yeah,
popular.
I see it. You have to click. It's under U.S. Canada popular leaderboard. You have to click the
Okay,
other
hit
side.
popular. Okay, hit popular host and go down and vote. Vote for me, y'all. Come on. Change my
Okay, I'm
number.
voting.
I'm excited. I'm getting votes.
Oh
All right,
shoot.
let me see. So go down to popular host. Let's see if I'm changing. Oh, I'm still number. Come on,
Well,
y'all. Vote for me. Keep
congratulations.
voting. I'm gonna ask for votes. Boom. I'm finna. Oh, I asked for votes. Did y'all see me ask for votes? All right, I'm watching
Let
the
me
number
see.
change. Let's go. Make it change. Make it change. Make it change.
Hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna do it again.
I'm asking for help. Come support me.
Oh yeah, it came right up. There you go.
All right, vote, 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 and vote, and votes, and votes, and votes. Come on, y'all.
It
Vote for
lets you
me.
do it more than once, but you got to go back out and do it again.
Okay, if all 1,000 of you guys vote for me, y'all will help me get up. Help me get up, y'all,
Well,
please.
so what is that, Mom? What is that?
It's giving me tickets. So it's the top host. What it is going to give me tickets to a contest that's going to start next month.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the contest for?
It's a gala contest. The contest is for well, the contest is money. It's just it's the tickets right now, but it takes money to stay up in the contest. It's gonna take a lot of gold dragons next month. It's called a gala
Okay.
competition. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Y'all vote for me. See how many tickets I'm gonna get. My reward is 800 tickets like that. You see right next to it where it says reward. It shows
Yeah,
you
I
how
see
many
it.
tickets the person gonna win. So the tickets help boost us up into the ranks. So the tickets and dragons help me go up.
Oh. If you
Oh
don't
my
see the
God.
box there no more, you gotta slide it over, y'all. Slide it over till you get back to the White House, and then go to popular
But
post.
nothing ain't changed. Am I
So, what
still
do you
number?
win for your family? Cause your family number 7. So, what you win for
Oh,
your
y'all
family?
moving me. Thank y'all. Oh my God. At least I got some votes, votes, vote, vote, votes. My family ain't got nothing to do with me, man. That's a different vote.